Hello, hello! And no, you can't see anything. There you go. All right. Hi, everybody. We are back and we are live with episode 2 of Fears and Fortunes. We have some really cool stuff that is now working tonight. But because of that, I was not able to update the intro. So James, James vanished? No, oh my God, James's camera is not filled in. 1 second. Okay. There we go. Okay. Did that work? No. Where is James's camera? Okay. Refresh.
Just here.
Okay.
Oh, I saw me for a second.
There we go.
There I am.
We got James back. But not only were we missing James on camera, but James, unfortunately, I'm not going to have you update it in the intro this time, and I'm really sorry.
Just say you hate me, George. Just say you hate me.
But what I do have for everybody is our ultimates are now working. So, guys, if you are new to the show or anything like that, we have these wonderful ultimate bars that everyone has next to their names. Like James is right here. It's kind of green. Meadows is red for Sly, purple for Aaren, gold for Fable, and light blue, like kind of like a teal for Una, and teal, green, blue, whatever. And that light is not facing the right way. Those are all there. If you donate, if you give bits, or if you use your channel points to redeem stuff, all you have to do is put hashtag the character's name, hashtag Sly, hashtag Zoraius, hashtag Aaren, hashtag Fable, or hashtag Una. If you scroll down into the Twitch panels, those actually, they're all written down there as well. If you put that in your donation or something, that player will receive a boost to their ultimate bar, basically. They can use those little fractions of the bar to give themselves inspiration. And if the bar fills up, they can use it to get an ultimate. And now we have brand new art for those ultimates, and they look really sick. So no one's seen theirs, I think, finished, but they will get to if they get an ult. So, and the rest of us get to see it too, because no one else has seen it except me. But that's because I had to put them together. Okay, so with all that said, we are going to jump into our story. Is there anything else we need to cover? Anyone? Yeah. Oh! Yeah. I'll fix that. There we go.
Oh.
Oh, look, the innocent is returning.
It was tinted like that because I mixed something up. That's fine. Her ultimate bar is also tinted, and that's supposed to be tinted. Not her, though. I thought she was just going for intense mood lighting. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. All right. Yes, absolutely. If you want to spend it on that, 100%. I'm all for that. Okay, so without further ado, we will get into our show right after this. Okay, be right back. Why is the intro messing with me tonight? One moment. Oh, that's on me. That's on me. Okay, all right. One moment. Let's try that one more time. And
worry in your mind. Fear is how it starts. Unsure of what you'll find. It could tear you apart. You take a leap of chance. You break your mother's oath now. Macabre is the dance. And set free are the ghosts. Will the card say is clear. We face fears and fortunes. Fears and fortunes, the cards don't ever lie. There's only 14 ghosts, but a million ways to die.
I found out that apparently your guys' audio is not coming through. Aaren, I see your audio's coming through Fable.
Oh.
Yep,
Hello.
yep, your
What does
audio's
that
coming
even
through.
mean?
Lucian, that's Zoraius. Sly, can you say something?
Yo, howdy.
Una. Yeah, it looks like
Hey.
Una. Okay.
Hey.
You guys should be able to hear them all now, correct? Yep, you can hear them. Great. Awesome. Sorry about that.
If there's music, George, we can't hear it.
No, there is no music yet.
Okay, cool.
But we're getting into it. So we're starting our adventure. Last we left off, you guys were in the Mourning Grounds, a massive cemetery in the middle of the city of Baruport, where undead have been rising from the graves. And you went there. You met your new party member. Although it's up to you guys if you want to make him your party member or not.
We'll see.
You met this new guy. This
Hazing.
this satyr-looking gentleman
dead guy?
who,
Oh.
he was stranded in a church. He was also stranded there with a dwarf wizard named Byron Cask Breaker. And you guys didn't get along with the dwarf. You guys exchanged some words. The dwarf is clearly Byron's clearly hiding something from you, and you guys were kind of peeved off about that. You also then decided, Aaren and Una decided they were going to charge in and face the undead, while Sly, Fable, Zoraius, and Byron all decided that they're going to go and try to reactivate the wards that protect this usually consecrated ground from undead from rising at all. Those wards should be stopping undead from rising, but they're not for some reason. You guys are going to go fix those while Una and Aaren try to deal with the undead. Is that right? Everyone got that right? Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
I think that there was something to do with like this other dwarf that doesn't matter or something, right?
He's with us.
He's with you.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, he's fighting with us.
No, he's fighting? I thought he was coming with us.
No, he's coming with you guys downstairs.
Okay, that's it.
To the ward.
Okay, great.
Okay, so we start our journey off then. Let's see. All right. Do you guys hear music? Hopefully you do.
We don't.
No, not yet.
At least not.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I know why. Open advanced audio properties. There we go. Now can you? No, you guys can't? Okay, that's fine. I will fix that. Okay.
I think chat hears
I
it.
can tell the chat can hear it. Yeah, because I just clicked over on Twitch real quick. So it's playing.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
really
singing
weird.
to us.
Okay. Can you guys try talking?
Was
We are saying.
Okay.
Hello.
That's fine. We'll power through this, and I will get that fixed after the break. Okay, so we're starting off here. You guys have raced over here. You see there's like one skeleton in your way. As you guys head into this hatch, Byron explains to you that this hatch will take you to the wards or where they're located. Do you guys want to do anything before you head in? Other than maybe kill this the one undead that's following you.
Real quick,
Yeah,
chat
I'm gonna
is saying
dice.
the music is just a little too loud compared to your
sorry,
voice for
chat.
chat.
One moment. How's that? Is it better? No, it's probably not. One moment.
It's still fairly loud, yeah.
There we go. That's probably better.
I think that is true.
Okay, sorry about that. Doing a new way of doing our music. Trying to improve things around here. There we go. Okay, I'm getting.
Growing
Okay.
pains.
Okay, so we are starting our adventure. You guys are racing to the underground, where you have where Byron's telling you the wards are. Fable, go ahead and how are you taking out this one skeleton that's in your way?
Slice and dice, baby.
Okay, go ahead and just roll to hit.
I should be able to hit him a couple times. Let's go. 1. Oh my god. That's a 3 plus 7 for 10.
That's not great.
And then, okay, well, how about a dirty 20?
That will do it. You swing once and like break
And
off
then-
some fingers, not really enough to damage it, and then you end up like doing a spin and just dropping a heel on it and breaking its skull as you guys race into the underground. Elsewhere, Aaren and Una, what are both of you doing?
You saw that the dwarf is scared of fighting, right? Saw the weakness in their body as they ran downstairs further away.
Yeah, well, I guess that's one way of putting it. All right, listen. We need to make sure that we're clearing the herd, but also focusing fire on this main
And while
ghost.
this is happening, climbing on your back, you feel like a foot.
What
and
the
a hand.
hell are you doing?
We're going to do this together, the right way.
Mm-hmm. A little tag team combo attack? Sure.
Yes.
Previously, Aaren has casted Jump on himself, and he has casted Blade Ward. And he is going to leap. into
Also,
the fray.
guidance is going to be cast upon you.
Okay,
Fantastic.
where are you trying to leap?
I got about 30 feet I can jump.
Okay,
With
that
this
puts
jump
you
spell.
like here if you're going straight forward.
You know what? I can't think of a better spot.
Okay. You leap forward.
You hear maniacal laughter.
By the way, both of you roll initiative for me.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Good luck,
Come on.
boys.
We've got it. We'll take care of all the problems.
No, it was almost an 18. I
Uh,
got a 12.
okay. One
I got a 12 as well.
We'll make things
All right.
simple. Can everyone else just roll their initiative so that way we have it?
It's 12. You're
Yeah.
almost.
Jump
This is
on
why
it.
Everyone got
Aaren and
12.
Una are
I
best
hope I get
friends.
12.
No, I got 15. Sorry.
They even
Damn.
roll the same initiative together.
I got 14.
That's beautiful.
You
Okay.
can ask for better besties.
Truly.
Okay, let's see.
To take out an army of undead.
We've got it.
Okay. Let me just make sure this is
There's-
working right.
I hear
Music.
music.
You hear
Yay!
music?
You too. Yes.
That's
yes.
good. That is good. Okay. All
Ooh,
right.
I'll hear it.
Everyone's
Alright.
initiatives.
That's not micro, by the way.
What's Fable get?
15.
15. Got it. Sly.
9.
9. And Zoraius.
14.
Zoraius?
14.
14. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, and let me just check our dwarf friend Byron. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Just roll deck check. Normal. Okay. Byron got a 4. Not great. Okay. And I just got to roll for our zombies and skeletons. Okay, that's a 6. Well, you know what? You guys are all right. Undead and mine. Okay, And one last one I have to do.
1.
11. Okay, not bad.
Okay. Doesn't beat a 12.
Okay. All right, so Aaren, Una, you leap in. Is that your movement, or is that just jumping?
That's just a part of the jump spell. So I sacrifice 10 feet of movement to jump 30 feet.
Okay.
We have shared initiative, or like we're on the same initiative at 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And you guys are currently like, what is that called?
In
when you
Gundam
have-
suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in the Gundam.
Okay.
all right, I'm gonna need you to get off me. Go ahead.
We could just run forward. And
No. I got you in here. Now get off so I can move at full speed.
Thank you. Yes, of course. As they jump off,
Okay.
they'll kind of land on the water, but the water kind of like evenly flattens their footing, so they feel like a little bit more like stable almost
Right.
in this.
And you probably have that anti-rain thing still around you, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay. What would each of you like to do? You still have an action, and I'm gonna say, Una, you have 20 feet of movement, and Aaren, you have 20 feet of movement.
Okay.
Gotcha.
How far is the main guy from us?
He is 40 feet, 45.
45 feet. Okay, perfect.
He's also hovering in the air about 10 feet.
Fancy. Aaron's gonna go ahead and take 2 swings at the guy to his left.
Okay, go for it.
First one's gonna be a 21 to hit.
You cut him to pieces. Dead.
Beautiful.
Shattered
And
to
then-
bits.
I'll move forward and take a second attack.
Okay, that's 10 feet. Go for it.
Ooh, 15 to hit.
15. Okay, yes, that does hit. Roll damage. Oh, you don't have to roll damage. Yeah, it kills this thing right away.
Gotcha. And then can I get to the one that's directly ahead of me going down lane? With
5,
10 more feet?
10. Unfortunately not. You'd be just... Well, you can get to this one next to it.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll keep that spacing, but hit the guy who's diagonal to me
Yep.
for my third attack. All right.
It staggers towards you. What you get?
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, cut this one
And
down.
then I will replace my 4th attack with a dragon's breath.
You what?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What?
that has a range.
You
Yes.
can do that? What the fuck?
Yes. So,
Okay. I'm looking this up.
What?
the fuck?
You can't do that, George?
No. What the fuck?
So breath weapon. When you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of your attacks with an exhalation of magical energy in a 15-foot cone.
Okay, 15-foot cone. Got it.
So that's going to be a DC 14 deck save to anybody I can hit within 15
That's
feet.
going to be just this one guy if it's 15 foot.
I'll take it.
Okay, go for it. Actually, never mind. You let out this blast. 1 second. I want to. Yeah, nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, that's fine. You fire this blast, tears that guy apart. And Una, what about you?
You see Una after these slices, one after another to Dragon's Breath, kind of like ends, as you see that Una at the tip of their finger has this like spark, and it shoots into this cloud above us, and they would like to cast Call Lightning. And I would like to shoot it onto the main guy over here and anybody within 5 feet.
Okay.
They have to make a dex saving throw. Save is 15.
What level are you casting?
I'm casting at level 3.
You cast
Third
that.
level.
You cast that. As you do, he is going to counter spell. So you go and you start forming lightning, and you see him. He's like humming, like almost like Gregorian chanting. And as he's doing that, he opens his eyes and he flicks his wrist, and it stops your lightning spell from going off as it fizzles into the air.
Huh.
He doesn't have unlimited
works.
a number of those, by the way.
Hmm.
So that's one counter spell he uses.
Aaren,
Yeah.
did you see a giant lightning strike down in front of you?
No, was that supposed to happen?
That was supposed to happen, like it has happened in the past, but I seem to have. Maybe it
All right.
malfunctioned. As they start to prepare their finger up again, and they say, "If you will," and I'll just kind of like take a few steps behind Aaren. I'm kind of just like wanna be behind their flank.
Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
number one thing with dealing with spellcasters is they can't block everything. Spam whatever you got that'll make them react, and then save your biggest thing for when you know they can't. Got it?
Okay.
Charging it up right
You're
now.
charging up your
My
spell
biggest
again.
spell.
As you're doing that, you see this undead, this skeleton, which is covered. All of his bones have like runes glowing on them. Fools! You cannot defeat that which is dead! And it lifts its arms, and you see 3 more undead start to pop up out of the ground as they dig themselves out here and here. And right here. There we go. Those crop up, and then the other undead will charge you. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that was one of the ones that was just raised. 3. This one's going to shoot you from back here. And 4 rushes you. Zombies and skeletons surrounding you guys.
Heck yeah.
Actually, this one's going to move one bit forward. That is going to be... one moment.
And they take a minus D4 to their attack rolls towards me with my blade.
They
ward.
do... Oh, minus D4. Why is it minus D4? Oh,
That's
for
the
damage?
newer version of... No, to hit. So with the new version of Blade Ward, it's a spell that you concentrate on. And while they're concentrating, whenever a creature makes an attack roll against you before the spell ends, the attacker must subtract 1d4 from the attack roll.
Go ahead and you roll the D4 now. Because...
Left corner of the screen.
And I'm sorry to tell you
Be a
this.
lot easier to remember.
Oh, this guy's shooting from back here. He has a crossbow. I'm sorry to tell you this. We are doing mob rules. Because there are so many of these guys. So, this swarm that's rushing you will auto-attack, but... what did you roll? You rolled a 4.
4. So
Okay. It's going to
Yes!
take... Because of that, this turn, it's going to take double that for them to get at you. So this one's going to shoot from back here. This one, yeah, it's going to shoot from back there. This one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we got that one's running. Oh, that one's shooting too. Okay. So, these all come at you guys. That's going to be... One moment. You can ignore the attack roll on this because it's just a formality. Yeah.
Oh!
that one. Thank God they have
That
mob
is
rules.
so alarming.
So that's going to be 5. No, that didn't roll damage. Okay, so that'll be 4 slashing damage to Aaren. Why are the rolls not going? I'm gonna just use DD dice. Okay. Okay. So 4, 5, and 6. So that's the 5 hits you, Aaren, as well. The 6 hits Una, and let me just do one more. And that is going to be a 4 hits Una. But
Okay.
it took a lot more of them to do this because you guys are just you have this freaking blade ward, and it's so good.
How does
also-
mob rules work? I am not familiar.
Mob rules basically means whatever they need to hit you, there's like a chart, and they need that many attackers to auto hit you once. There is about 20 zombies and skeletons in this graveyard, so they are all rushing at you full force trying to attack. But this way,
Okay.
you don't have to wait for me to roll I should have rolled like 8 attacks.
Yeah.
Actually, it would have been like 10 attacks. But yeah. Okay, that is their turn.
Real quick.
Yes.
There's
So how much
there are
did you-
reactions. Yeah. There's stuff.
Say what?
As well. Go ahead, Daniel.
Well, no, I guess, sure. How much damage did I take? So I was 4 and...
It was
'cause of
4
the
and
missing.
5 for you, and 6 and 4 for Una.
Okay.
Those that hit me, I have reactions with Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
So any creature that hits me within 5 feet, they have to make a dexterity saving throw. So if mob rule is auto attack, I don't know if that means that all of them do.
It would
because
be
they auto hit.
That hit. It's your reaction does that, right?
Yes.
You can only
yes.
do that to one creature. You only have 1 reaction per turn.
Okay.
Or per round.
Whenever one creature hits you with an attack.
Say
And
what?
shield doesn't affect it either? Sorry.
Well, what did shield add to your AC?
If I were to cast shield, it would be a
But
22
you haven't casted
AC.
shield.
No, because
No,
you
if
just
you
said that
cast
auto
shield,
hit.
it makes the number
Yeah, they
go higher.
automatically-
They have to get more people to swarm you.
But is 20 and like do you need what I'm trying to ask, I guess, is like if shield adds to 22, does 20 people like mobbing us right now? Is
So
there
right
even
now
a
they get
reason why we
4
should?
attacks on you guys. They got less. They're supposed to get 5. They got less because you have your blade ward and you rolled a 4. So if you put on shield, it's going to take more than that to hurt you. So they might end up doing, I'll have to look up the chart, but it's either going to be 3 or 2 attacks against you. And again, this is like compensating for all of the different units that are trying to attack you right now.
Gotcha. I'll just save it for next time to keep it pushing. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great.
It's cleared up.
And then the one creature that
Yeah.
I guess dealt 6 damage.
I'm gonna just say it auto fails because we can keep it rolling. So that skeleton,
Great, awesome.
your reaction goes and blast it with lightning. It gets blown to pieces from behind you.
Yeah.
And that brings us back to your guys' turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Back in the mix again.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry, that was just my previous roll. After
Question,
you.
George.
Say what?
Well, it's
When are we? How many more turns until we're hopping into our stuff on the lower
2
side?
more turns.
Copy.
Do you need to step away?
Awesome.
No, I'm just double checking.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to make 1 attack towards one of the enemies near me.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be a 19 to hit.
Okay. Dead.
Awesome. And then I'm going to replace that second attack with another Dragon's Breath. And I'm going to angle it at the all those guys to our right side.
Hit. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you do that. That'll hit
That's
all
our party
of them.
dad.
Yeah.
That's our
okay.
dad.
All right, go for it.
Yeah.
Why did you run? Actually, the skeleton yells this. The one that's summoning. Why did you run forward with a crossbow?
Then, it's a deck save of 14. They take 11 force damage, half if they saved.
Okay. Well, if it's half, yeah, they just all get obliterated. As
Gotcha.
energy blasts through them, scorching a couple of the tombstones, but no big deal.
There's 1 left. That's okay. I'm going to jump 30 feet to the main ghost.
Okay. You want to jump here or?
Yeah, and I assume he gets an attack of opportunity on me.
No, not for entering his space.
Oh no, I meant the skeleton who was left there right beside me.
Well, I guess if it's a long jump, yes, they would get 1 attack against you. I'm gonna have to roll for that one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Sounds good. Land in front of them.
You just fly through them.
I go, howdy. And then I just start carving and flipping my blade around, and I do 2 more attacks on this main ghost.
Jesus. Okay. So wait.
That's going to be I have 4
4
attacks
attacks?
per turn.
We
Yeah,
don't even
every
need to
turn.
turn on these words.
Why do you have 4 attacks?
So I have 2 weapon fighting, and I have the Nick property on my scimitar. When I make an attack action, I automatically get to make an attack on my offhand. And at 4th level, I took the dual wielder feat. The new version of the dual wielder feat allows you to make an attack with your bonus action as,
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
and another attack on your offhand with that.
Okay. Yeah. No. 2024. Got it.
Also,
okay.
he's daddy, so it should be like
All
a
right.
fifth
Roll.
attack on
Roll
that
your
part,
attacks.
right?
So that was a 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right. He's going to take 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then rolling for the other attack. That's a natural 20.
Oh!
Or 29 to hit.
George, are you having fun, George?
Yeah.
That's going to be 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Yep. That's great.
Awesome. Now I'm going to action surge and take 2 more attacks.
Okay. This guy's like, as you're hitting him, he's like, that which is dead cannot die! The Seer is gone! And the Seer's will is gone! I cannot be stopped! As you're like hacking through limbs very quickly.
Yeah, to flavor this is Aaren taking off like 3 months worth of pent up aggression on one guy. This ghost really doesn't deserve this, but he is like flurrying, trying out different attacks,
After the
dislocating
second hit,
whatever
you go
he
to swing
can.
the third time. What did you roll to hit? Oh, you're action searching.
Oh, sorry. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
Okay. And then roll the next one
then-
just to see.
That is a 19 to hit.
Okay. So after the second strike, the third one comes down and he yells, "Do something, damn it!" And this zombie lunges in front of it. It dies as his reaction, which also means, Una, he will not have a reaction to counterspell, just to let you know. So Aaren, your last attack hit with a 19. How much damage is that?
Awesome. That is going to be 8 points of piercing damage, and that ends my turn.
8 points. Got it. Great. And Una, it's your turn.
As you looked at Una after all of these flurries, Una is pointing not up but directly forward, as this lightning shoots directly at this skull of the main boss, and I'll cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Okay, Guiding Bolt. All right. You go ahead and roll to attack, right?
Yeah. Hey, so what happens when I roll, a nat 20? So 27 nat 20. It is
This
12
guy yells,
D6.
"I am eternal!" And then you just see light, and then there's charred bones lying here on the ground, still simmering.
May I say something?
How much damage?
Sorry, yeah.
41.
And yeah, well, actually, I was just going to, I was gonna actually use my, my Channel Divinity.
Okay.
And I think, or my, wait, what is it? Yeah, Channel Divinity, and I'm gonna make it hit with Destructive Wrath, and instead, it deals maximum damage.
Okay. Which would be
12 times 6?
It would be 72.
Yeah.
72.
Yeah.
So you do that. As you do, it hits him with enough force. Normally the zombies and skeletons would still be alive, but you hit him with enough force that it kept going to the rest of them as they all fall over dead. You see radiant light bursting through them. It's like popcorn happening in this graveyard.
That's how it's normally supposed to look.
You do that. You guys get a moment to breathe.
Hell yeah.
And
But back up.
May we have like a little moment?
Yeah.
Just like say one thing? Okay, great.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. You're fine now.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yes. Aaren, here.
I did.
Here. As they the raining's happening, but Una's gonna splash some water on their face.
What the hell? What up my nose?
Yes, we've got to get back to the party. And
Wait,
tell
hold
them
on.
There's no need for the wards.
Not yet.
Why?
You need to take a few steps back.
Few steps back. Does as they're told. Yeah.
Take a few steps
Okay,
back.
are
Not
you
you.
going to do it?
Me. I mean, me, not you. All right.
I'm taking a step back every time Aaren is taking a step back.
Now, we're gonna have to wait here until they bring back the wards.
We're gonna wait
Fuck!
here. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. As
You
they
say
sit
that,
down,
and as you
Must
do,
on
almost
tap
on cue,
guy.
you see this guy, his bones reforming. What is dead cannot die!
I'm gonna be honest. You just gonna probably just want to wait here, or we can do this all night.
Are you saying it to the skeleton?
Yeah.
Make an intimidation check.
At advantage for my one man performing 7 attacks in 6 seconds, or what?
I'll say yes at advantage, knowing your charisma score.
Oh, thank you.
and if I may,
Drag him.
while knowing what Aaren is kind of doing here, and knowing that this person is going to come back, like it clicks. And if I may, can I just like form the call lightning so it's already like prepared in that regard?
The sky starts crackling. You would have to mark off a spell slot for that.
That's totally-
I roll a 2 and a 7.
Fools! My power cannot be stopped! And a bunch
Alright.
more undead start rising out of the ground. We will now cut away to deep underground. Our other
Deep.
friends.
How deep?
One moment. Okay.
man,
okay,
good
here
job.
we
Hey,
go.
that was sick.
We want.
Good stuff, Daniel.
There we go.
The ultimate tag team.
Dude. Tag, you're it, but it's with
Dude.
swords and lightning.
Who knew 2 12s were gonna hit like that?
One moment.
I love it.
There we go. Okay. You guys are traveling underground. I have a question for you. Sly, Zoraius, and Byron all have no means of seeing. Is there any? Are
Sorry,
any
guys.
of you casting light or torch?
Wait, but you're the seer. What the? Oh, no.
I don't think I have it. Oh, do I have a torch in my bag?
Fable, you can see perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I guess I'm probably just walking in. I'm just not.
I have a
I'm just
hooded
watching them.
lantern.
Okay.
So
Could
I think I'm just.
could I use?
What?
Sorry. Could I use prestidigitation to create a small light?
No. You kind of need a light spell. But give me one moment. What's the radius of that hooded lantern? Does it say?
Yeah, let me check for you.
I'm gonna assume like
5-foot radius. Yeah, it says a hooded lantern burns oil as fuel to cast bright light in a 30-foot radius, dim light for an additional 30 feet, and I can lower the hood to make it only 5 feet.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna keep it at the 5 feet if we're going downstairs, but if we're in like an open room of any kind, it's gonna be at the full 30-foot radius.
Okay. So here you guys are. Creeping into. Oh my God, Grace. Dang it! I just got sent something. I now have to find.
Oh
some way
no,
to get
Grace! Don't
onto
take
our
away his
screen.
legs. Don't take
Grace,
away his
please.
legs, Grace. Please, Grace.
He needs them.
Mercy.
I said that I had to do.
Well, I
something
mean, not for
during
fears and
break.
fortunes.
He
but-
doesn't. He doesn't lose his legs till the second half, guys.
Yeah. This is something else. Grace sent me something good. Something you guys would like. Okay, I'm gonna get that on screen soon. But you guys are traveling through these through these catacombs. You see ahead of you this door. It's like a barred gate, and it is locked shut. But you can see through it to the other side. Fable, you would probably notice like a light glow coming from the other side of this door. This like gate.
Is it just like normal light color, or is it
You can see it
anything
right there. It looks like actual light.
like blue?
Something
Oh, okay.
glowing blue.
Okay. That's weird that there's a light source down here, but apparently, Sly, do you see that?
Yep.
Or should I point it out?
I'll go touch it if you want.
we can all go touch it together.
All right, let's go touch it.
This
I think
door
we have to
is
get through this gate.
Locked.
Yeah.
You
You can get us through, right?
do see, Byron sends you this way. All right, this is going to be a shortcut. It's going to take us right to the wards. Probably, if this one doesn't open, we can probably go through the one to the left.
But not the one to the right.
And
The one to the right, that's just this is just an empty dead end.
Oh, okay.
and what will we find on the path to the left?
It'll get to the other side of this gate that's locked.
Well, Seer, perhaps you should lead the way.
Sure. She's gonna take out her thieves' tools, with which she did not update with her new budget money from
Okay.
her benefactor, and so they're kind of old and a little rusty at this point. She's like, "Yeah, okay," and she's gonna get to work trying to pick this lock,
Okay.
knowing that there's active fighting going on above. She doesn't want to spend too much time.
Byron is going to cast a light spell.
When I see him beginning to cast, I'm just going to say, be careful with the flames down here.
No, it's just a light spell. There's no flames. But this way is.
I've seen what you do
Oh.
with fire.
And
Oh?
as you're lockpicking, go ahead and roll check with your thieves' tools. But as you're saying that, he looks over here and sort of recoils from something and starts backing up.
What?
On second thought, it might not be safe. What'd you get on your thieves' tools?
27.
You instantly unlock this door.
Okay. Does he
Might
look?
peek around the corner.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, why is he acting like that all of a sudden?
You see that this way, the door is laying open on the ground. I have to move one of you guys over. And so, Zoraius, you see this over here.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well,
look,
The way that...
maybe we go back the way we came.
What should we be concerned about down here?
Look, it's not safe, all right?
I
warned you all.
am tired of you stepping around these questions that are very important. I'm asking you very politely if you could explain to us what is happening here.
Look, I would love to, but you don't. You're not in the chain of command. I can't just go and be revealing state secrets.
Then you guess you won't mind if I take a few steps this way, and I begin to walk towards the fallen door.
He sticks his nose up at you as you head in that direction. Moving in that direction. Is there anything you want to do? Which, speaking of, let me update this.
I think I will just kind of, because I can't see, I will wildly send 2 flail scorches down that way.
Okay. Flail scorches? How do you mean? Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yes.
You do, as you do, you can see there's light up ahead. It doesn't look like there's anything.
You're all uppity, and there's no reason to be concerned. See? Not an issue at all. And I try to make my way to the stairs.
Okay. What about Sly and Fable?
The second that those were open, that the doors opened, Sly started walking towards that rippling light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems weird that there's a light down here. I
You
think.
see a strange
Just follow.
marble obelisk. Fable, are you following
no.
her?
Yeah. But I feel like as we turn the corner, Fable was kind of joking when she said let's go touch it. So I think as we turn the corner, I'm gonna kind of just gently kind of put a hand out in front of Sly and just say, maybe let's start by looking at it. You know,
I'm
glowing
looking at
blue.
it right now.
Okay.
Don't worry. They need us to help them. And if we don't stop them, they're going to be fighting for 300 years, probably, is my guess.
Does this... This seems really scary to me, but is this the ward? Is this the ward? Do we think this is the ward?
No, this
know,
looks
do we
like a monument to someone. And you see the
Oh.
light it's casting is like painting a mural up on the ceiling and the walls, depicting someone's life. It looks like a very expensive, basically monument that someone had enchanted.
Oh.
Well, is there like a plaque or name?
It looks like it is one of the noble families in the city. Not super important, but it actually...
Because my best friend, my benefactor, has been telling me about some nobles. Does any of this look familiar?
Yeah, give me a history check.
Sure, I'm bad at that.
Meanwhile, Zoraius, as you're walking this way, you see another gate. Looks like it was torn open.
Do I hear
go ahead.
them from right around the corner there?
Say what? Yeah, you can hear them.
I'll just continue forward to them. Ooh, but I see a shiny sword. Wait a second.
There is a sword.
Could I make an investigation check to see if this sword is trapped?
Sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Sly, your history check, you're looking at this and you believe that these are not just nobles, but these are some of the mages. And it's sort of showing, there was basically a group of mages that were here a long time ago, known as the Mystic Society, or the Mystic Foundation. And the Mystic Foundation, they were basically trying to crack the magical secrets of this land. Wizardry is very dangerous in this world, and so certain spells past a certain level become unstable, and they were trying to figure out why that was, and they were trying to master it, but unfortunately their entire school was burned down. And so this looks like a memorial to some of those mages. Some of them were of noble blood as well. Look.
You did, Meadow?
Oh, sorry. I make a mental note of that so that I can talk to Arthur about that later. And then in the mental link, I say, so I guess Zoraius and Fable can hear this. I say, this is not the wards. We need to be quicker than this. And she's going to just kind of turn away from it and just compartmentalize it elsewhere. She is definitely on a mission.
As
I'll
you
just
say
kind
that,
of watch her back.
you turn real quick. I'm going to resolve this over here. Zoraius, what did you roll for your investigation?
Yeah. I got 14, but upon hearing that, I'll just go, next time, and I'll turn around and catch up with the group.
Okay, so you start moving towards them. As you get here, Sly, you turn to go and keep moving, and you hear something coming from the darkness. And you hear these loud footsteps moving towards you.
I pull up my hood of my cloak, and I immediately go right around that, like, forward to the left to go closer to where, like, yeah, Zoraius is gone, and slip into the shadows here. And I'm gonna immediately hide. In my mind, I say, hey, no big deal. We might die. Hide or get ready. Okay. Good luck.
You see this walking over the gate.
Holy
As you see it, its feet, you see its claws resemble claw marks that were on these gates that you guys may not have noticed as you came through. But it walks forward, and as it does, you see the lights of these candles blow out. And it growls at you as it steps forward. Zoraius, you would see it. You're like right here in the darkness. Barely visible.
Can I roll stealth?
Say what?
Can I roll stealth? Is that possible at
Sure,
this point
roll
in
stealth.
time?
As I said, I slipped forward and into that same darkness and hid.
Oh, you want to slip forward. I don't know that you would have been able to do that as
With
this thing was
hearing it?
moving forward. You would get very
Gotcha.
close to
Okay.
it. But if you want to slip backwards, you can.
Yeah, anywhere that I could have hidden while still in my mind sending that message to get ready.
You
to
turn the
Fable and
corner. Zoraius, what
Woods.
was your stealth?
It was a 12.
It was a 12. The creature ignores you and it leans towards the ground and it starts sniffing as it moves forward. And as it does, you see this obelisk. You see Byron starts grabbing your sleeve, Fable, and like, come on, we gotta go. And you see suddenly that obelisk, that like mortuary shrine, starts to flicker. And then it goes out entirely.
Oh.
And what's worse
It's the
than
one
that
destroying the wards.
is you see Byron's light spell suddenly vanish as well, casting you guys into darkness, except for Sly's lantern. I'm guessing Sly, did you like cover it?
Yeah, I covered it to
Okay.
hide. Like as I'm like, woof, going into stealth mode and just hidden back there.
Okay, give me one moment. Just to update that. Okay. You do that, and you guys are now in complete darkness. Fable's the only one who can see, and this thing starts moving towards you all. What would you all like to do?
Could I throw my flail down the hallway where it came from to make a loud
Oh.
noise?
I would.
Throw the whole flail?
Throw my whole flail.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I am absolutely sure I want to do that.
Okay. Do you light your flail before you do that?
I will. And I would like to prepare an action which I will message you.
Okay. I'm recoiling from this. By the way, while I'm waiting on that message, I want to give you guys a face to the name, thanks to Android Grace, who I didn't know this is one of her favorite tokens that she's made. Not the
Cute.
not the dog thing, but this guy.
Oh.
Oh, he's a
so
brother.
good.
Love him.
Wait,
Love
That's
it.
a little too harsh.
Wow.
dang,
Look at that
we
look at that
were
sassy
mean.
little hand on hip.
Who is
We were
we?
mean.
Who is
Okay.
we?
Yeah, I don't know about we.
We
So,
were mean.
you light your flail. You guys see a little bit of one moment. You see just a little bit of green light light up and then be like thrown down this hallway. Drink, drink, drink. The creature turns and run towards it. And as they do, they pounce on it, and you see that green light suddenly vanish. What do you guys do in reaction to that?
Does it know where we are, or it hasn't seen us? We don't know.
We don't know.
I mean, obviously, we just saw us throw something at it.
yeah, I start backing up towards the hallway behind us. Like I'm in front.
Let's go.
So I'm trying to like.
Zoraius,
step
are
at
you
a time.
following them?
I am, yes.
Okay. You guys all start moving this way, backing out.
Could I
Yeah.
do something around the corner before?
Yeah, go ahead.
I am not gonna cast this at the creature, if that's okay, because I can cast it at an object. I think whatever those like pedestals were on the right, or the things that were in the hallway. Would that be something I could cast, like Starry Wisp on?
What, the pedestals? What do you mean?
Whatever.
Where
They're
the
like
candles
weapons. There
were?
was like weapons or candles or something on the right.
Okay.
In the hallway where the thing is.
Yeah.
I suppose I would still be able to see them actually.
Yes.
So
these things?
Yeah, basically, I'm just trying to. Same thing. I think
those might be like incense burners.
That's fine, I think. I just want to... I'm trying to distract it with light, basically. I'm not trying to hit it with the Zoraius. It's just do a little cantrip, and it's supposed to emit dim light in a 10-foot radius. I don't know if it cares, but...
You light those up as you guys start moving back. Come on, let's go. You guys need to understand. This thing, it can eat magic.
What?
It can eat magic. It's extremely dangerous. And
oh, now you want to tell us the details? Move! And she's like
you're very forward with the information.
Like moving past him towards the left.
As you guys move this way, you hear that, and the thing is making a beeline. I need everyone to give me athletics checks as you try to race out of here.
Oh.
Race out? Not
I would like
athletics?
Yes, it's athletics, and I would like Zoraius and Sly to roll those at disadvantage.
It was almost an 18, but it was a 4. That's without disadvantage. Oh no, Sly!
That is an 8.
What if I did acrobatics? What if I did a cartwheel?
Race away. As you do, let's see. Yeah, as you do, you guys are stumbling. Fable, you're trying to keep up with them as you race out of this place. Or rather, you're trying to guide them, but with them not being able to see, they're stumbling into things, and you're getting slower as you try to help them. As you guys stagger this way, the dog comes after you. This beast, rather, comes after you, following quickly behind, moving at its full speed. It's going to race forward, and it will attack one of you. That's going to be... as it races this way, Zoraius, you don't mind if I share what you messaged me, right?
Oh no, go for it.
As it comes running this way, you guys see that Zoraius had summoned his flail back to him somehow after throwing it. And so it's back in his hands as this dog comes running towards you all and is going to attack. That is going to be...
Bad dog!
One moment. Here we go. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Ow.
Zoraius, it bites down onto you, onto the same hand that's holding the flail. You feel a sharp pang as it bites down, and it does 14 piercing damage to you. And you feel like blood spray out from your wrist. Is there anything you guys want to do in reaction to that?
Do I see it happen?
Yes, actually.
Probably not. Unless is your flail still lit, Zoraius? Well, actually, no, it wouldn't be.
No, not at this point, because we were escaping.
Yeah,
we were escaping.
As you guys are running this way, Fable's probably the only one who can see it. Sly, you can hear it, as can Byron.
I can't. My reaction requires me to see it.
Is there anything that you would be saying in our mental link that would make me stop and turn around? Because if not, I have two hotheads grieving in a graveyard who are doing overkill combat zone, and I need to get back to them.
I very audibly reacted to being bit. So you would have heard that outside of the mental link.
Yeah.
Well, that is up to you, Seer.
I think in that, I mean, here's the thing. I don't know how to, if I can't see it, I don't know how to not also hit you with the thing I would help you with. So, yes, I would try to help, George.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast. Oh wait, no, I can't see. Never mind. No. I can't do anything. Even my cards I have to be able to see.
Can I do something?
Yeah, what would you like to do?
I have an action. Go for it.
I just want to look back at this stupid dog that's chasing us. And I'll say, flee, in my most definitely someone who's never told a dog what to do, but it's okay because it's command. So, wisdom saving throw.
Go on, get.
As
Yeah.
you do that, you yell, "Flee!" and the magic starts to come from your mouth to cast command. And as a reaction, this thing will leap towards you, which means it makes a bite attack.
No!
What is
Sit!
This is going to be normal because you can see it. That is a 19 to hit. Because that hits, you take the damage of it, which I will roll. Fable, you go to yell, "Stop!" And as you say that and the magic comes out, this thing lunges over Zoraius, letting go of his wrist, and it tries to bite your face. You might end up blocking it with your hand, but your spell gets canceled as you did that. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
I
What would you guys like to do?
immediately, as Fable is like rushed upon, I feel like because I'm in between Fable and Zoraius, like I would feel it then. I'm gonna just start stabbing wildly to get it to get off of Fable. I'm hoping not to kill it, but to inflict enough damage to deter it and get it to run off.
You can go ahead and make your attacks at disadvantage because you're basically in the dark.
assist with that?
Zoraius, is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, fairy fire. Fuck this thing.
Okay.
Now it's gonna eat your face.
No, it just spent its reaction. It's fine.
Okay, you do that. Go ahead and Fable.
It needs to make
Sly.
a dex save.
Oh, let me see. What's your guys' initiative? We have that written down already. So that would be Zoraius. Yours goes off first. So Sly, your attacks do not have disadvantage. They would just be straight rolls.
got it.
And then, give me one moment. As that happens, you cast this. That's going to be... So fairy fire starts to light up everyone in the room, and you guys can see what's happening. And what's your attack, Sly?
Okay, there goes my dagger. That's a 26.
Okay. That hits.
Can I... So, because it is all up in my friend's area, and I don't have disadvantage anymore, this does get sneak attack, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just check.
So 7, got it.
Yes.
Followed by sneak
Plus
attack.
16.
Plus 16, so that's going to be, I'll just add that separately, 16. Got it. You stab this thing, and it howls, it like yelps, and then you see Byron back up, and he starts putting a ton of magic into that orb that he's holding. And he looks at all of you as this orb suddenly lights up in his hands. Run! Go! And the dog, as it recoils from the stab, looks towards Byron as he starts glowing like a Roman candle, filling the room with light. And you see his like hands shaking as magic is flowing out of it into that orb he's holding.
I don't like what he's about to do.
Go!
Go! I push forward whoever's in front of me.
That would be Sly.
Okay. No, I mean like go away, out,
Yeah.
wherever we're running. Yeah.
Sly, do you
Not
go?
like it's not like something. I'm just like let's go, but like it's something you could resist or like turn out of. I'm sure if you want.
What about you, Zoraius?
Admittedly, I don't think I'm running. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I shout out, "What are you doing? Put that away!" And she doesn't even know what it is, but she knows if it's making his hands shake and it's getting brighter and he's telling us to get out of here, like we're not even gonna have a chance. So she's also not leaving. She's gonna try and convince him to not do it in the first place. She thinks they have a much better chance if they fight together rather than one man maybe sacrifice himself.
Okay. He starts backing up as the hound starts charging at him. Zoraius, Sly, what would you want to do? Sly, are you trying to yell? Like, are you trying to intimidate him or convince him?
I'm trying to persuade him. I'm trying to convince him. But if that hound is leaving my space, I'm gonna keep attacking it as well. Maybe I can kill it before it gets to him. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure he doesn't feel like he needs to do whatever dire thing he's about to do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Give me
attack of
one
opportunity
moment.
for me as well.
Okay, go ahead. Both of you make attacks.
Okay. I am doing my bonus action from the turn I was still on with a psionic dagger, unless that doesn't work for some reason, so let me know.
No, psionic works just fine.
Okay, cool. Okay.
21 hit.
Okay, that hits.
I got a 24 to hit, and it
That
was
hits.
6 damage, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna do my attack of opportunity as well.
Okay.
Add 8 bludgeoning damage onto there as I whack it with flail.
You guys start hitting, and you said 8 bludgeoning.
Yes.
As you guys slice into it, it howls, and as it does, you see some of the shadow that you cut off of it starts to grow in size. And it starts to stand upright like a person.
And then it meows.
Thanks, George. I hate it.
Sly, how much damage did you do with your other attack?
I don't think I hit. I got a 9.
Yeah, that does not hit.
Yeah.
You guys make those attacks as the dog continues running this way. This shadow sheds off of it and starts to and stand up in the light, and the fairy light is struggling against it a little bit. But as the dog gets close, it starts attacking Byron, and Byron yells, "Go! He's after you! Go! Go!" And you see this intense stare coming from him.
From this shadow person?
No, that's Byron yelling that at you.
Okay. I look to Fable. Did you run, or are you still here?
No, I would have run a couple steps, kind of been come on, let's go. But if she realized that you weren't following, she'll immediately turn back around. So she's probably just behind you.
Okay.
Do you want? He said go. No. Okay. I'm gonna pull out my daggers.
I can't, I'm sorry. I have to help him.
You're not sorry.
You're right. And she's gonna Instead, she's going to try to really illuminate this space. Now that the dog's not concentrated on her, she's going to try and see if card magic works here in any way.
Okay. We will take a short break, and when we come back, we will pick up with Aaren and Una to see what you guys are up to, and then we'll find out what's happening here in this fight against this mysterious beast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just 10 minutes, and when we return, we will continue and hopefully conclude this fight tonight. All right, so don't go anywhere.
Hopefully.
Be right back.
Aaren, Una, can we get a little help down here?
We return! We return! Hello, 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 hello.
Yay!
Oh, I gotta mute this one thing. Mute. There we go. Okay, so
It was me. I was
we
muted.
open back up at the graveyard. Aaren and Una, both of you roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta
I
change
got a
this music.
6.
I got a 5.
Okay. You got a 5, and what you get, Aaren?
6.
That's how much hit points both of you lose. But and then do either of you want give me one resource to spend?
What is that? What do you... Can you clarify a little bit more?
Like it can be a spell, it could be an ability that you only have so many times a day. Any resource, whatever it is, just pick one.
Wrath of the Storm.
Second wind, so I
Second wind.
heal for a d10.
That sounds good. You use second wind. Una, what did you use?
I had just used like it's the reaction that deals damage if you lose a dex saving throw.
Got it. You use that.
Wrath of the Storm.
This is what it takes for you guys to once again mop through an entire horde of zombies. That is why you are surrounded in blood. This skeleton is lying on the ground. What's dead? Can't die! As it's trying to reform itself again.
As that's happening, Aaron's like, he does the thing where he just pounds his chest a couple of times and his wounds start to close and he's almost back at full health. And he just goes, listen, man, what's your deal? You know, like, what happened? You and the Seer, y'all had an issue?
Seer, no match for me. She's gone anyway. She's dead.
All right. So how's this working for you? This line of
It doesn't matter. I'm eternal. As his bones start mending themselves back to pieces.
It's been a while since they've been back, right?
Yes, it has. But
He's like
they
crawling
should
towards
be-
you slowly.
So like,
This is getting quite boring, don't you think?
yeah, we should check on him. You know what we could do is we knock him out. He respawns like every about what you say about 16 seconds. We just
Exactly to the T. Yeah.
So we just keep bonking him on the head. We take his bones with us, and then we should be able to take him downstairs and figure out what's going on.
That sounds good. Yes, let's start now.
You want to come with us downstairs to the wards? Look, I can knock you out, or you can walk with us, man.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Make an intimidation check at advantage.
I really don't want to be a dick about it, man. I'm trying to be honest.
If or not perception, but persuasion.
Can I get
rather.
a bless on that?
Roll
Not
the
bless,
intimidation
guidance.
check.
Guidance. You get a guidance.
Guidance,
100%.
guidance.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
That's
the guidance, yeah, the raindrop goes.
14. If I can,
Good. Roll
with
your guidance.
guidance,
Yeah, go for
that
it.
becomes 17.
17. Look, man, you just lean down. What do you say to him?
Yeah.
I just lean down and go, look, man, look, why don't you come with us, all right? There might be a fight downstairs, and you can fight alongside us, right? You can bring a couple buddies if you want to, or not, but you can come with us, and maybe there's a fight downstairs you can get in on as well, and then, you know, we could just chat along the way. When's the last time you had somebody to talk with?
I've perfectly memorized your monologue now, and I can repeat that to you again and again and again if you would like, if that sounds more fun than what my friend is offering.
Just fucking kill me.
We can't, you are eternal.
You see this skeleton, all semblance of hope or competency or strength just fade as you say that you've... Honestly, the thing that cut the deepest was that you memorized his monologue.
All right, well,
And you think you've seen him die a different way this time, as internally he just sort of shatters.
well. All right, buddy.
Is that a yes?
We'll well, we're gonna kill you again, but we'll take your bones with us. All right. So
Yes,
you just hang tight.
Yeah, I would like to take his entire wrist.
You like behead him just as he's saying, "Please don't," and
All right. You take like I don't know that. I'll take his head and then let's do it that
should
way.
Be enough.
Yeah, let's go downstairs.
okay.
I think that we got a lot of our pent-up aggression.
Yeah, I feel a lot better. I was holding on to a lot. I just.
I think I was quite rude to that dwarf earlier too.
Yeah. I mean, he was a bit of a dick, but
He was.
He did come
and he
on a
didn't
bit
tell us
strong.
what we wanted. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, we just showed them that we're strong. Shall we show the others how strong we are?
After you, my friend. Actually, no. Let me walk first.
Yes.
You guys
as you feel a
venture
hand and a
down-
foot on your back.
There's this
And a
entrance
foot.
to the catacombs over here. So you guys venture down that one. And as you do, give me one moment. You find yourselves here. It is very, very dark, and I believe Una is the only one with dark vision, right?
Oh, shit.
I'll lead. I'll be leading. I'll be
All right,
leading.
left or right?
Aaren completely.
You do
Left or
see
right?
there's some light up ahead.
Unfortunately,
torch?
I'm having a lot of internet issues, like above game. I'm gonna reload in real quick.
Okay.
Everything's just pixely, so I can't really guide Aaren.
No worries.
Same for me.
Yeah, I was having.
That might just be ping.
Okay.
I think it's ping.
One moment. That might be on my end too. I'll just check a few things. Okay. You guys venture forward though, and you see there is some light up ahead. And Una, as you get here, you see this is one of the wards. This statue right here.
Okay, perfect. I would like to just see
So
what
good.
it takes, kind of like a little arcana, if I could, to understand. Like, does it need magic? Like, what is it?
You need some help with that?
asking for? I'm quite bad at what?
I was just asking if you need help.
Oh, I thought someone said sky something. Okay.
No. If you want to make a Arcana or religion check, your choice.
Okay, I'll do religion.
Cool.
I'm rolling. Oh God. Can I roll another?
What'd
Okay.
you get?
I got a 9.
9.
Can I use help and do my Arcana?
Yeah, go ahead and roll at advantage, Una. Just one more time. Just roll once.
Okay, you got it. Waiting.
I think you got to turn it to the left. No, my left.
No, I
he's
remember
laughing.
seeing this in a book I read. 11.
No, I don't know
You
if
guys
that's right.
stand there, and as you're doing this, by the way, these like bones are starting to like assemble themselves and rise up. As you guys are like fiddling with it,
14.
it takes you about 5 minutes. And as you're doing that, like the undead are slowly like surrounding you. But after all of that, eventually, this thing
There we
lights up,
go.
and you see skeletons all around,
See, I told you it
just
was to my
shattering into
right.
pieces.
Okay. You know what I should have done, Una?
You should have. They really think on it. Like
I
it's
should have
truly
bought
just-
those goggles of night. They had it down the street. There was a merchant that was selling them. Now I'm here in the dark and I can't see because I don't have dark vision. Every time. I just get so frugal.
Sly
Hey!
screams in
Is
fear in
everyone
the
down
distance.
here? Oh,
You guys, you notice you don't see Sly or Fable. There's no sign of them either.
You don't even hear us yelling in pain.
No.
let me see here. Let me check my handy dandy adventurers kit to see if I have a torch. Let's see. Here. We got a crowbar, a water skin. I do have a torch, so I have a torch that I will light in my offhand.
Okay. You light that, and as you do, you start to explore. Both of you give me survival checks.
Hells yeah. I'm not good at those. Oh, better roll 16. I got a 17.
Okay. You start deducing
I got a 19.
how they might have gotten to this place, or how, like the path they may have been traveling, and you guys start trying to like comb through these catacombs to catch up with them, or to find where they got veered off the path. Elsewhere, we return to our intense battle that's happening here. I'm going to go ahead and put us into initiative order. First up, I need to check this. Their initiative. That's going to be... they have a 20 for initiative. And that... Okay. All right, so we start off here. Okay, so top of the round, this thing will attack Byron. That is going to be a bite attack. That will be bite, normal. That hits, and they munch into Byron, dealing 14 piercing damage. Byron screams, and you see blood pour from his arm that's holding this orb, and the orb starts to flicker a little bit. That brings us to, let me just change the music. Next up will be Fable.
Oh, gods. Okay. Magic didn't work, so I guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way. I am gonna try and fight a shadow with my daggers. I'll approach the one that we're closest to, I guess, with both daggers in hand.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a little, I'm gonna do something I've never done before. It's not that exciting. I'm gonna do a little defensive flourish. So I'm not gonna use the extra move speed, but if I hit, I'll tell you. Hopefully I'll hit one of these 3 hits, and then I'll tell you what that did. So it's just swipe with the first one. It's awful. It's 11.
11 does not hit.
Okay, what about 16?
16 does hit.
Okay, this is 8 slashing damage, and then I get one more hit in there. Oh, hello.
That is a nat one.
Oh, that was me. That was me. I was like, who did that? Okay, so I miss him with the last one too. I get him one hit, but that's enough for me to do my defensive flourish. So I'm gonna use one of my bardic inspiration.
Your blade cuts through the shadow, and as it does, the shadow just heals real quickly from the wound. It looks like you hurt it, like it recoiled, but you just don't think you've done very much damage to it.
Okay, can I add the, oh wait, was that a D8? No, yes it was. I can't add 6 damage to that with my flourish?
Yes, it'll turn
I think
into
I rolled,
2.
I did a cool little spin with the one that I did hit, and then that's why I failed on the last one.
Got it. You fail on the last one. As you do, that brings us to Zoraius.
Yeah. So I'm going to get out of melee range of this guy. So I guess move me up into the right, so I'm more infected away. I guess
like this way?
Attack perhaps.
Oh, you're breaking up a lot.
Yeah, that's the correct way. Sorry.
Okay. And what would you like to do?
And I will fail torches and
You guys are hearing that too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
James, we're having
buddy.
trouble hearing you. I'm gonna pause on your turn for a moment, and I'll come back to you. That would bring us to Sly. What would you like to do?
Howdy. Okay, so
I hope we didn't lose
let's
James.
see.
Yeah, it looks like camera's moving again, but it was frozen.
Yeah.
So this iridescent effect that I'm seeing on the screen, George, is that like fairy fire? Or
that's
is
his
that...
fairy fire that's going.
Okay, great. Does that apply to both creatures?
Yes, it does.
Because it kind of split off from each other. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
actually, technically, no. The fairy fire, it hits. It's right now. It's only on. It's on the. It's on the 4 of you as well as the hound.
Okay. Then I'm going to. Sorry, let me pull this up. I'm going to go ahead and do a little attack you may have heard of called Psychic Blade.
Okay.
I
Mixing it up.
I think I'm getting truly well scared, and I think that it's time to start screaming. And every time that happens, there's just knives that come straight out of her throat, and she's gonna kind of try to aim that kind of purplish energy at this beast.
Okay, go
that's
for it.
attacking Byron. Okay, that's a 23.
23. That does hit.
2 hits. Yeehaw. Okay, so for just that damage is 6 plus 10, so 16 total damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action do it again if it's not down.
One moment. No, it is not down.
Do indeed. Oof, I don't know if that'll hit. Does a 14 hit?
Good question. It does.
Okay. Then that just does a little extra spice. A little 4 plus 4 there. That's a little 8 extra psychic damage as I'm trying to basically banshee stab this creature off of Byron.
Okay. All right. So you send out this these psychic blades, stabbing into it. It as it gets hit in the back twice, and it drops off of Byron. Byron is going to he's going to try and cast a spell. He will cast.
But it eats magic, Byron. No, Lord.
He's a wizard. He is going to try and cast. Oh, actually, yeah. Zoraius, you're there? James? Oh. No, James! Your connection!
I can tell you what James does. James kills them all.
That's
Yeah.
On the
Second. Yeah, I just
on the
heard that.
screen.
I heard it. We did
okay.
it.
He's gonna make 2 flail scorches at the dog. Okay, you see James pulls out his mace and begins swinging it. As they do, yeah, James is texting me what he's doing. So okay, let's see. James pulls out his mace. And he's like spins it, and as he does, it glows green, and you see like a green blast of energy fly at the dog. 14 on both of those hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay, that is gonna be that's 12 and 8.
Oh, I know
You
I Eldritch
blast this
when I
dog.
see it.
As you do, it like staggers back, and it falls limp onto the ground. With that brings us at the Shadow's turn. The Shadow will go ahead and it is going to attack Fable. That is going to be 13 to hit Fable.
No.
No? Okay. It swings and misses. And as you guys see the hound fall down, injured. You see Byron runs over to you and kill it! And we lost music. And
Trying.
he starts to there we go. He starts to try casting another spell. So that brings us to top of the round. The Hound is down. That brings us to Fable. What would you like to do?
Oh, well, I haven't seen this thing eat magic yet, and it didn't seem like the dagger worked, so maybe we're gonna go back to that. I'm just gonna do a little Starry Wisp. It seems like light should be effective against a shadow thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a roll to hit. What the hell? I don't think it hits as a 9.
You don't, and as you cast it, the magic like fizzles in the air, and then you see like the Starry Wisp curve up. It doesn't hit the shadow, and instead it drains towards the dog, and you start to see the fairy fire as well start to blink out of existence.
That's not good.
It's eating the magic. It's still eating the magic.
Byron's orb starts to flicker out as well. That brings us to Sly.
Fable, who are you pointing to when you say it's eating the magic?
If I saw the wisp kind of go towards the dog, I'll point to the dog.
But it's dead? No, it's just down.
I don't know. It might not be in a second.
Okay, great. I want to. Oh God. I wonder if this hurts Sly's throat. She's gonna throw 2 more psionic daggers at the. No. Yes, 2 more psionic daggers at the Hound.
Okay.
To see if she can get it to stop sucking all the magic out of the room.
Go for it.
All right. Jeez Louise. Can't we just have one normal day? That is a 13 to hit?
Misses.
Okay, I'll do it with my bonus action. Which is a 23 to hit?
Yeah, hits.
Okay, great. And because they're down, do I have an advantage on that? Like, could I get sneak attack?
Actually, you wouldn't, because the light has sucked out of the room. You're actually sort of attacking blind. You know where it is psychically, so you're able to make that attack. But not with advantage.
Okay.
You fire this, and you for a moment, your blades sort of glow like that, like purple psionic energy. As they hit the dog, you see them hit, and then you see them fizzle out as this thing starts to growl again. And Byron screams, "We gotta get out of here!" As he starts trying to back up. Zoraius, what would you like to do?
Yes, I will, and hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to fire 2 more flail scorches blindly towards where I hear the growling.
Okay, go for it.
This is a disadvantage, so let me see. The lowest, unless I roll a natural 1, that's going to be... Oh, okay, well, there's the natural 1. Okay.
No, famous last words.
Alrighty, well, that's the first one.
Uh-huh.
And then the second one is an 18 to hit.
18. That would hit. Yeah, that does hit. Roll damage for that. But as you swing the other time, you... Yeah, I'm trying to think what... Okay, yeah. You swing, and at first, your second attack hits. And how much damage did that do? 4?
4.
Okay, it hits for 4, but then your first attack, as it flies towards it, you see it open its mouth, and it starts to it opens its mouth, sort of like catching the spell, and you see it like the green light swallow down its gullet as it starts to stand upright again.
I really don't like that.
That's a plus 66?
Yes, it went back to full health.
I out loud screaming, half expecting a psionic blade to come out. Stop using your magic! At the top of my lungs in the dark.
That brings us to the shadow, who now has advantage on its attacks.
We're so...
Wait, are we?
You guys are.
Are we
on
not
your
close
way
enough
there.
yet?
You're on your way
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
I got
like
you.
right-
Don't worry.
Is that a nat 20?
No, that's an unnatural 20.
Okay.
That is going to be
If I was there, I could have stopped that crit.
that. It's not a crit. It is
Oh.
going to be 12 necrotic damage to you, Fable.
Okay.
And I need you to
Ow.
roll a d4.
God damn it. Okay, D4. I have a 3.
A 3. Your strength score is reduced by 3.
3!
As a
My
reminder,
strength score is 11!
if your strength score gets to 0, you just die.
Yeah!
There's no saving
Yeah!
throws. Okay.
Yeah, I've been there.
Uh,
I've been there with George.
with that, this thing is going to rush forward, and it goes
That was an
straight for
accident.
Zoraius.
Ignore that.
Lunging through the shadows, it will attack with advantage. That is going to be. Okay, that hits, I assume, with a 24, and that's going to be. Oh, it hit so hard it messed up the map. That is going to be 11 piercing damage to you, Zoraius,
Copy that. Thank
as
you.
it bites
Ow.
down onto your flail arm, and it starts gnawing. You go ahead and does your flail have any magical bonuses to it?
It is a magical weapon.
It doesn't have,
But
like, a
it
plus
doesn't
1 or
have-
anything.
Not from any magical sources. No.
Okay, it takes 1 point essentially of magic damage. Your weapon, if it takes 2 more like that, it will be destroyed.
Copy that.
That brings us next to Sly.
Okay. I'm scared. And I'm in the dark. And all my friends are getting eaten. I am gonna try something super shenanigansy, George, because you've never said I couldn't.
Sorry, let me fix the map. Go ahead. Keep talking.
You know how when fear like starts to make you feel like you're choking, like you're closing up your throat and you're getting sweaty? I want that to produce a small psionic dagger that instead of screaming to project it just falls into her hand and has actual weight and glows purple. And then she's going to reach down and she's like, this isn't one of my ghosts, but who's to say what the fuck I can do? I'm not going to let bullshit limit me. And she's going to
Make
run forward
an intelligence
and she's going to
check.
try and hit it. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm so stupid. That was almost a 15. It was instead of 5.
5, you feel like you're forgetting something. But you do form this dagger in your hand.
Yeah, and I try to run forward and hit this shadow man, not the beast.
Oh,
the
okay.
man, with a card. I'm gonna try and get him to go away.
You're trying to hit him with a card?
I don't know how they work. I've never tried to put a specified ghost back into one. I've only ever tried to put one back. I want to see what happens. I don't know what else to do.
Go for it. So are you making just like an unarmed attack for that?
I usually do my dagger attack, and then
Yeah,
they
go
make
for
a
it.
wisdom save if it hits.
Yeah.
That's a 19 to hit.
You swing. There's no wisdom save. As you swing, it flies through this shadow. And as you do, the dog that is biting Zoraius suddenly like growls intently, and the card passes harmlessly through this shadow, almost like it's not a spirit at all. But then the dog is going to take their reaction to leap at you and make a bite attack. That is going to be at advantage due to it being in the dark. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And that is going to be 13 piercing damage. And I need you to roll a d20. And this is really important. If you roll a d20 and you get a 1, something really, 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 really bad happens.
Okay. Well, I can't really control it, so I don't know why you set it up like
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
That's a 10.
That's true.
I know. I was like, I have nothing to react to that with. I can't do bardic inspiration as a reaction.
That's a 10.
You feel this thing bite, and for a moment, when you swung the card to hit this thing, your card sort of reacted to you, and it glue like a faint green. But as the dog bites your hand, you see its fang pierces into the card, and that light flickers out for a moment. As it's now full focused on you. Yeah.
I'm going to take my bonus action. It's up to full health, so there is no universe in which this would work, George.
What is it you're trying to do?
It sinks its fang into the card and into my hand.
Yes.
I'm going to bring it in.
You're
and
trying
begin
to
stabbing it into the. I have my psionic dagger in my hand. I haven't used my bonus action to use it. I'm going to start stabbing it into its throat to get it to get off of me.
Sure. I would say your attack will be straight because you are basically using it to hold against you. Go for it. Roll a normal attack.
All right, here we go. That is a 23 to hit.
23. That does hit. Roll damage.
Okay.
I will say this does have sneak attack because you have allies within 5 feet.
That's a total of 11 points of psychic damage.
You hit it for 11 points of damage. That brings us to, and Daniel and Sky, both of your characters are showing up next round, which you'll, I believe, at the top of the round for you guys. Give me one moment. That brings us to the slide.
Did I go this round by chance?
Say what?
Did I go this round?
No, I'm
you
sorry.
were attacked.
I think I missed you. That's my mistake. Go for it.
Just say you hate me. No, I'm joking.
No.
I'm going to smack this thing twice with my flail. I can't see, so it's at disadvantage.
Okay.
First roll's a 22. The disadvantage makes that a 21 to hit for the first roll.
That hits.
The second one is a dirty 20, and then... Yeah, so disadvantage, dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. Roll damage on both of those.
Alrighty. So that is 7 and then 9. So that is 16 bludgeoning damage to that bad doggo.
Okay, you swing. Actually, that would only be one moment. No, don't do that. That's not what I want to do. Undo. I believe, one second. I believe slide down that much. And then there would be another. There we go. Now we're at the right spot. Okay. I believe. Yes, I believe that's about right. I'm just going to add 5 just in case. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. It didn't take the full damage of your attacks as it's completely in darkness. It has resistance. But you swing against it, hitting it. That brings us to Byron. Byron is going to try and Shit, what is he gonna do?
Not magic.
Hearing that, he will pull out his dagger and attempt to stab it. No.
Advantage for flanking? He's behind it.
He's in complete darkness. He doesn't have dark vision.
One source at disadvantage gives no advantage.
That brings us to the top of the round.
What's up?
One sec.
Is it? I thought someone got a 15.
Yes.
I
Technically,
Yeah.
Fable goes first. Fable,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Okay. She'll take a step.
Oh, I'm
to
sorry.
Go in.
Sorry. First, the dog goes. It uses
Yeah, I was gonna say,
reaction to
someone had a
attack
pony.
Sly.
Yeah.
It will now just attack normally. That is going to be. Okay, that is a 19 to hit. I'm assuming that hits.
That hits
Yep.
for sure.
Okay. That is going to be damage. 8 piercing damage to you.
You get it.
Okay, it's snarling at you. It's trying to bite you. As it does, I need you to roll another d20.
Okay. Oh, I keep reaching for my physical dice. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's a 16.
16. You see as it's biting you, it's like you're like trying to wrestle with it. You see it lunge. It's focusing its attacks on whatever hand is holding your cards. And it keeps trying to bite them.
Oh no.
That
George.
brings us... Yes.
Never mind, I will hold it for my turn. Thank you.
Okay, that brings us to Fable.
Okay. I'll take a step forward. I'm feeling a little bit weaker than I was last
Oh,
time.
the
but...
shadow didn't get a turn. I'm sorry, Fable.
Wow. What the?
I'm sorry,
Never
Fable.
mind. I don't even want to go. I'm just gonna.
1 second. It has advantage on that attack. Okay, so it's just going to be a 21 to hit.
Who?
You.
No, I want to go first.
That is going to be 8 damage to you, necrotic,
Okay.
and I need you to roll a d4.
Am I looking not good on hit points either? Oh, 1.
Okay, so your strength only goes down by 1. It is now your turn. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna die. Okay.
It is a horror campaign. We're okay.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna. She's gonna kind of hold her daggers up in a little more defensive action again, but I'm gonna slice them. I'm gonna do the defensive flourish. So let me just go in with this. Yeah, that's where my attacks are. Luckily, it's Dex. Oh wow, sick. A 3.
That misses.
Why have I rolled so trash? 19?
19 hits.
Thank God. 6 damage, and then with my last dagger hit as a 25. So it'll be 6 from the first hit, and then 5 because I rolled a 1 from the second.
Okay.
And I would like to, instead of this time adding the damage to the attack, she's gonna get ready to defend herself, and I'm gonna add it to my AC till the next turn because
Okay.
I'm hurting.
You do a total of 6 damage to it. It like writhes, but it looks like it's. I mean, it is still standing, but it looks bad.
Okay.
With
I have
that,
4 more AC.
that brings us to. That
Is it
brings us
me?
to Zoraius. Yes, and then it's going to be Aaren and Una, who I will put on the map now.
Oh, wait! I'm
I'm
so
gonna make
sorry.
the life easier.
Now I'm gonna do the George. I'm gonna cut you off. Your turn. The defensive flourish. I didn't realize it adds the number to the AC, and it does the extra damage. So 4 more damage to him, please.
Oh, nice. Okay, got it.
Okay, that's it. Sorry. Go on, James.
It's okay. I'm the new guy.
I'm not.
I'm joking. I'm going to pull a torch out of my bag and use my action to cast Prestidigitation to light up this room with some more light.
Okay, got it. Nope, not that one.
And then I'm going to. It's within 5 feet of me, right? The dog.
Yes. You light
Okay.
up the room with
I'm
light.
going to. Yes, non-magical light, might I add.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step away.
Where are you misty stepping to?
Take me 15 feet, or actually put me closer to Byron.
15 feet would get you like past Byron. If
I don't
that's
need to
what
go
you're
the
trying
full 15.
Okay.
I need to go. Yeah, that's fine. And then could you have that dog right there roll a Wisdom saving throw for me?
Sure. As you even do that, you do see your torch starts to flicker.
Oh, that asshole.
Yeah, it's not just magical light. But one moment, you said wisdom save?
Wisdom save. DC 14.
That's a 13.
Alrighty. Please take 9 points of psychic damage as
Okay.
I teleport away. This green light kind of spears out in all directions from where I left and pierces the dog.
Okay. It hits everyone within 5 feet of you?
Creatures within 5 feet of the space you left must succeed a wisdom saving throw. Was there anyone else within 5 feet of me, George?
Byron.
Well,
Byron will also take that. How much damage was it? You said 9?
it was 9.
Okay, yeah. He's still alive. You hear him go, ah!
Well,
as he like grabs his head and recoils in pain.
I've seen him do worse. I'll be fine.
Okay, that brings us Aaren and Una. You guys are here. As you've come down, you've heard the racket, you come running. You see this torch is flickering, and there's just like chaos over here.
Gotcha. Two
Are
things. One, MaeLeFay is with me. I brought him with us. My owl is with us. Told him to come in with us for this fight.
Okay.
Two, how far away are we from the center of the room?
Exactly. Yeah.
The center of the room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 feet from the center of the room.
Okay. I will bonus action cast jump.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will jump right into the center of the room, and I have a torch in my offhand.
Okay. So you're just jumping here to light up the room some more.
Yes, so we can
Okay.
get a glimpse of what's going on.
Well, Zoraius has a torch, so you do see what's going on.
Okay.
Aaron's
Well,
jumping
sorry.
here.
Is there any way we can make it just a little bit brighter? I just it's so hard for me to see.
Me too.
Like I can't even see the
Okay,
character
one moment,
models.
Let me see. Better?
Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's where they're at.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, with that being the case, I'll jump in the middle of the room.
Well, this is the middle of the room, or you meant the middle of their room.
Okay, there's two separate rooms.
Yeah, their room.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes a
they
lot more
are
sense
40
now that
feet
I can
away.
see it. Okay, now that I can see it, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, in that case, yeah, I wouldn't have cast jump. I just would have moved 30 feet.
30 feet, so that would have gotten you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, gets you right next to Zoraius.
Okay, gotcha. And then I will switch to my longbow and fire 2 shots at the big ghoul.
Okay. Well, which one is that?
The big ghost that's walking on 2 feet.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it. And
gonna-
your owl comes
16
soaring
to
up to
hit.
you as well.
Yes.
What was that to hit?
16 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
It's going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Yep. You hit this thing and it shatters into dust, vanishing.
Gotcha. And then I will take another shot at the dog.
Go for it.
What the dog doing? It's going to be at 23 to hit.
Dying, I hope.
23 does hit.
It's going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I guess that'll end my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Una, how about you?
Okay, definitely would try and go in there, and I was just gonna try to jump in with my little crab claw and swing at the dog,
Okay,
but I don't
5,
even know if I
10,
can even
15,
make it in there.
20,
That's all I
25,
got.
30 gets you right behind them.
Yep, can't do anything. Pass
You
my
can
turn.
dash if you want.
I'll guidance. I'll
okay.
guidance on Zoraius.
Okay. Guidance on Zoraius. And that brings us to...
I'll just say real quick, hey, I just want you to know that I have a clear head now, and I got a lot of my frustration out, and I just wanted to apologize for the way that maybe other people on land should actually treat people, with joy, and kind of muttering off and kind of just like, I've been thinking about this for a while on the walk there.
Now? We're doing this now? Yells Byron.
Yeah.
Don't worry
yeah.
about it, Snuggy. But
that's
your
style.
Seer could use some help.
And that brings us to Sly's turn.
I'm on the ground being eaten alive by a shadow monster, ain't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Relatable.
Just making sure that my Wednesday's going as planned. I'm going to... Interacting with objects, George, is that a free action or a bonus action?
What's the object?
Hooded lantern in my other hand. Can I just open it to shed some light?
I would say you could... If you're trying to, shed light to, hit this thing with it, that would be an action.
It's more to make sure that they don't have... Because they are so good in the dark. And I know we have a couple of torches, but those go out very quickly. So I'm just trying to make sure there's as much
lantern
light
is
as
probably already out from earlier when it put out the flames. So you would have to relight
cool.
it.
Oh, it's light, so I would have to... Okay. Thank you. Then I'm not going to do that, because that would take magic.
To open it, by the way, I'm being told is a bonus action. But yeah, you would have to light it, so that would be an action.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go ahead and... I don't think she has the space to do anything else but just start screaming in pain as this thing is ripping into her hand. And I think she's refusing to let go of the card. So it's like a fang pierced straight through the card, and she's it's hurting her to not let it go. But if she lets go of a card, what kind of seer is she? So she's just going to she's going to do this really feral thing where as she's screaming, she tries to kind of bite into its neck, and she's going to start to scream, piercing it with those psionic blades straight into its neck.
Whoa. Go ahead and as you do that, go ahead and roll to attack.
Feral little guy. Okay. Oof. Well, the first one didn't hit. Let's see if the second one does. Second one's a 16.
16 does hit.
Yeehaw. Are my allies still around me? Yeah.
I'm going to say technically no.
Okay.
Because it's sort of on top of you, and Byron was keeping his distance.
For sure. As well he should. That is going to be 10 psychic damage.
Okay. You stab into it. You're kicking, and you scream once, and the the dagger like forms, but then breaks before it can fire. You scream again, sending this dagger out, and as you're like fighting it, your other cards start spilling out of your pouch. And as they fall to the ground, you see one of these cards in the light of the torch that is currently lit. And you see this.
Oh my god, I forgot about that one.
Light eater. Oh yeah, the thing that's eating me, and all the light in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think as she, this is not on her turn, obviously, but just for narrative flavor, she begins to kind of like smack, panicking at the floor to try and grab.
Like trying to grab it. Blood is spilling over the cards and stuff.
Absolutely.
Very cinematic. Love it. Okay, that brings us to Byron. Byron is going to. What is he going to do? He is going to. Oh, dang.
Disengage! Get out of here!
He is going to rush forward, and as he gets close to you, he is going to reach at you to cast Greater Invisibility. And as he does that, the dog gets to make an attack on him. As a reaction to him casting a spell, so that will be. Sorry, I gotta pull up the dog's attack again. Here we go. Okay. Bite. Normal. That's a nat 1. It misses as it lunges at him, and you become completely invisible. As the dog starts snarling at him and trying to bite Byron. And that brings us to the dog's turn, and the dog will go ahead and try to bite him again. And as the dog does try to do that, the lights in the room start to go out, including your torch, Aaren, casting the room back into darkness.
Bitch.
So it looks more like this right now. That means the dog would have advantage on his attack. So just one more time. That is going to be 20 to hit. And that will be... That is going to be 9 damage to Byron. Byron's not looking great. Okay, that is that. And that brings us to Fable, your turn.
You know, my plan before was to heal myself, but then I remembered that's magic, so I don't want to do that. Can I... I'm gonna... You know what I'm gonna do? I think that Sly needs a little help right now. I'm gonna give her some bardic inspiration.
Okay.
So finish him, Sly! Or finish it, Sly.
That brings us to... That brings us to Zoraius.
Hello. Yeah, I'm gonna fumble around in my bag for my tinderbox, and I'm gonna relight my torch.
Okay, you start as you start trying to relight a torch. Give me let's say sleight of hand. The DC is not high. As you're fumbling in the darkness, trying to get out tinder box supplies.
That is a 12.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. You go ahead and you light up a torch again, lighting the room. You see Byron's like on his like down on the ground as this dog's like chewing into his arm. You can't see Sly anywhere. That is your action. You still have a bonus action.
Yes. I am going to turn to Aaren. And I'm going to say, it's very great for you to join us. Give me 1 second. I'm going to
keep you
bonus
waiting.
action Misty Step right behind him, and
Behind
give him 1
Byron or
right behind Aaren.
oh, okay.
Now I'm going to give him 1d10 temporary hit points. So add 8 temporary hit points to yourself, Aaren. And I'm going to pat you on the back and go get him. I believe in you.
Oh, fair enough. I already like you, new guy. I already like you.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Aaren, Una, what would you like to do?
Aaren is. So we have no light?
That is correct.
Correct. Okay, gotcha. So with MaeLeFay on my shoulder, I'm going to go, all right, it's time to go hunting. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to peer through the eyes of my owl so I have dark vision.
Okay.
And we are going to run into combat.
When you say your owl, are you talking about this one?
Whoa!
Yeah!
It's
No
perfect.
way.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. It's so
He's
perfect.
got eyebrows like Heihachi from Tekken. We've won.
We've done
We've
it.
won the internet.
It's done.
Yes.
Karis made this for you. It was one of the treats I told you guys about.
Oh my gosh. Does that mean everything's at advantage this turn?
Yes.
Yes, I think
Because of
so.
how
for
good
it.
the art is?
Yes.
Okay. So we are going to run in and make 2 attacks with Loyal Edge.
Okay, go for it.
That is a 28 to hit,
That hits.
then a 21 to hit,
21. Okay.
and then I get 1 bonus action. Sorry, not bonus action, but 1 offhand attack with the Nick property.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage on
22
those
hit.
first 2.
Gotcha.
Okay.
8
Yep.
and 18 points of piercing damage for the first 2 attacks.
Okay. And your last one?
And the last one,
Aaren races
7
forward
points of slashing damage.
using how do you say your owl's name again?
MaeLeFay.
MaeLeFay. Using MaeLeFay to guide your sight, you rush forward and start slashing at this thing, cutting into it, and as you do, it falls to the ground into a hump of writhing shadow. And as it does, a few things start to happen. One, Sly, your invisibility starts to flicker. And MaeLeFay starts to flicker as well. As MaeLeFay starts to...
All right, hold on. All right. Sorry to keep you waiting, kid. Is this one of yours?
Yeah, it's the light eater. It eats the light, if you can believe that.
Oh, wow. What a surprise. I never would have guessed. Okay.
MaeLeFay
And then he's going... Okay,
vanishes.
as before he vanishes,
Yep.
using that last known position, I'm going to body block in between Sly... between everybody and the dog. So in case it comes back,
you
Aaren
like
will be the
wedge
first
yourself
one that gets
in,
attacked.
pushing Sly against the corner.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna say you
Una.
guys have 1 round out of combat. If you guys want to talk or do anything,
Card.
you're going for
Okay.
a card.
Got the card.
Guard.
Okay.
All right. Everybody, let's get some more lights up. Lights up. Lights up. And
It has
then
to make
That
a
is
wisdom saving
Tinder
throw.
boxes.
Should we wait? till it's...
Ward.
Hey.
Wisdom saving throw. That is going to be. The DC for this is going to be 14. It has a +1.
You have inspiration.
That is a 4. It, you, as Aaron's trying to like block you in, you like slip under his legs and like boop this thing on the nose. It gets pulled into the card, and you guys are out of combat.
Did you get it?
Amazing.
I got
Did
it.
you get it?
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay, I can't see shit. It is so dark in here.
What?
Magic
Why are
is
you?
okay
I'm
now.
right next to you, Aaren. Why are you yelling?
What happened? What?
Wow.
Where'd the walking one go?
I pull up the hooded, or I strike up a matched light in my hooded lantern and pull it up to the full 30 feet around us. And I look for Byron and I go, "Is the wizard dead?"
Ah, my eyes.
I'm still alive. I told you to run, though.
Right, but you're not in charge of.
I had a plan. I was gonna be
And
fine.
And I told you to
Weird way to
disengage.
say thank you. What?
No, not you.
Oh,
Him, Byron. I told
yeah,
you
he's in
disengage, and then
trouble.
he goes and casts greater invisibility. How'd you do that, by the way?
I'm a wizard! And he just like gestures to his whole body.
Really?
Is why I was worried that he would die first in these shadows, because that thing was really hungry.
Okay, I guess that makes a lot more sense. What about the walking one? Was that
Oh my god, walking one! And she looks around for Zoraius.
Yeah, hello, right here.
Oh, I meant the shadow
Am
creature.
I the
right?
walking one? Why am I the walking one?
Well, you're walking, ain't ya?
I suppose so. My apologies.
Is everyone alive?
At this point, Una will walk over to you, Sly. And you see that Una just kneels down in front of you, bows their head, and says, Seer, we are back. I hope you'll forgive us for this insolent behavior.
And she like kind of laughs out of disbelief, and as you're kneeling, she just kind of like leans into you and hugs you, and pats you on the back and goes, "There's a lot of bone dust up there, isn't there?"
Yes, and actually we have some here too, as they pull out the wrist of the...
I pull out the head,
solid-
Mimir style. Hey, man, you still with us, or did that arcane ward get you?
It's just the jaw falls off.
He was a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he was. As you see, Una kind of like flip the hand into a fist and kind
Cahoots!
of cahoots him.
New guy, would you
Only
mind passing my
the,
torch?
I'm not
yeah,
passing you
sure.
a torch. Use the light spell.
No,
Byron,
no,
assuming that he is the new guy.
First off, torches are not cheap. I want to make that very clear, okay? I have a budget. Now, thank you. Much obliged.
Of course.
Is this all you need? As you see Una kind of pulling out the torch and tinderbox and kind of giving it to Aaren.
Much obliged.
I don't need this.
Hey,
Believe it.
I'll take them. Right there, Victor.
I have a quick question for all of you, though. Did you all wander into the graveyard on your own volition to come here to fight? Is that what happened, or were you just perusing?
No, we often
You-
we
No.
like to go to haunted
No,
places
we
and
Often
risk our
like to go
lives
to
for no
haunted
reason.
places, and we risk lives for no reason.
hmm It's kind of our thing.
Well, how exciting.
Yes.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it, as they say.
Is that an offer?
We have room in the guild hall.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, first off, legally it is not a guild hall because we don't have permits to call it a guild hall. It has a space for it, but legally we do not have the permits to call it a guild hall.
Hey, walking one, we have an illegal guild hall.
It's not illegal. It's just technically speaking, we did an expansion to a privately owned business now, but it is not a guild hall.
That's
There's
a lot
no-
of words, Aaren.
Yes, and they all go into paperwork to make sure we don't pay extra
Aaren.
on taxes. Yes,
Aaren,
darling, what is it?
You said if I found someone worthy of cahoots, that I could tell you, and I could pull my get out of cahoots free card, and they could come to the non-guild hall. You said I get one.
How often?
I remember this.
He
This is
kind
the
of
only
walks
one.
forward,
Oh, ever.
gets face to face with Zoraius.
Wait, this is your one? And she puts his her.
Hello, hello.
So what's your name?
Zoraius.
Zoraius. Where you from?
Journeyed in from the mountains not too far from here.
Mm-hmm. And so you know who the Seer is?
I've heard tell of the Seer, yes, of course.
Gotcha. Well, I just had to make sure. So that's my baby girl over there. So if she sees something in you, we'll give you a shot. I trust her judgment. But don't make me regret it, you understand?
I promise you that all I want to do from this point forward is see this lovely band succeed.
Yes and no. And he puts his hand out to shake.
I grab your hand to shake as well.
All right.
Una's hand will go on top of both of your hands.
Oh, hey.
And then say,
Yep.
hello, I am
This is
Una.
happening.
It is nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry about earlier, as I said, but as we have all just said, you are now a part of our illegal guild, and we do happen to have an opening, as luck would have it.
It's not illegal. Please stop saying that.
So
That's
illegal.
I feel like we
Yes.
need like a name because using all those words that Aaren said isn't gonna work, but we can't call it a guild hall, so like maybe.
Yes, if we are gonna expand, we would need a separate name besides upscale defenses. But that is a discussion for another time. What is it? Una?
How about room?
That is a wonderful
Like-
first draft. With that being
A
said,
room?
Byron,
Oh, I'm here. Yeah.
yeah, you are. Congratulations, you're about to get a promotion, I guess, because you did all this by yourself, right?
Make a persuasion check.
Can I help with that?
I'm gonna say
Outstanding
you have
job,
advantage on this.
Great.
Yeah,
Right.
he doesn't want a job promotion.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not there. George, can I slip away secretly without anybody noticing if I succeed a stealth check?
Hey, a 16. That's not my worst.
That's really good.
With a -1 charisma.
He looks around the room, and you see him sort of piecing together the story he's going to tell. Yeah. You probably want to go out that way. And he points down a hallway you guys haven't gone down yet.
Sure. Anyway, Byron, feel free to stop by anytime in case you want a drink with people who were never even here in the first place. Or if you need more help in the future with things that you don't need people there in the first place. We'll be seeing you.
And he darts an eye at you, Sly. Guess I'm not getting an invite to the club. That's fine. And he nods to Aaren. And as he walks off, don't need any more friends. And he starts just grumpily making his way back towards, the guards are probably stationed.
George, I was being so for real. While Aaren was intimidating, interrogating, slightly hiring Zoraius, I did want to sneak off in a way if I can succeed a
Where are you
stealth
trying
check.
to go?
Towards that back room where that sword is. I'm gonna steal it.
Oh, we don't have to.
Great.
Go ahead and give me a stealth
if-
check to do that
Sure.
without anyone noticing.
I would also like to roll perception, but I will let it I want to let it happen. I just want to know where the seer is. I have this acute annoyance of parental needing.
So I have advantage on stealth checks. So with advantage, I got a 27.
Okay.
Unless you can see into the matrix, Sly.
No,
What you got?
nobody knows.
You see the code in the game?
Good luck.
Yeah, never mind.
You head over there, and I really love this about Forgotten Adventure maps. You head over there, and just like that, boop, you manage to fill your pockets with everything that was there.
And then I
and
slip
sort
back
of
to the group. Yeah.
Yeah, you just sort of sneak back to the group, and that it's you're here when Byron made that eye contact with you, as you're coming back, you guys are not getting an invite to the club, and then he leaves, and everyone looks, and because they saw Byron look at you, but they look, and everyone's sort of you guys are all taken aback. Why is Sly behind Zoraius?
Can we get out of here?
Yeah. Come on, kiddo.
Oh.
You guys head
Alrighty.
out, and you head out, climbing out of the tomb. Give me one moment. 1 second. Okay, Yes, you head out of the tomb, and as you do, daylight is breaking. And you guys find yourselves here in the graveyard yet again. And the rain is even starting to clear up as it's been a tumultuous day, but with the undead gone, a fog sort of falls over the graveyard, and you see something. A grave that's been dug up.
I'll go over and make an investigation check.
Aaren, as you do, you remember this place looked a lot nicer when you were here last. About 20 years ago, you were here with Pepper.
Oh, shit.
Shut up.
And you recognize it's the grave of the Seer. Theo Thistle spell.
Gods be damned, Granny C. He kind of kneels down and just kind of sits and looks over the grave. The body's still in there.
Yeah, give me you can do survival or investigation.
I'm gonna do investigation. Son of a...
Oof.
Aaren, you are so angry at what you're seeing. You are just contemplating finding the grave diggers, the thieves that did this.
Actually, Aaren is not angry. He has mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings.
About
but
her
you are
ever since the
convinced that
finale.
it's grave diggers who did this.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone else want to do anything?
I have a conversation I'd like to have off to the side, not yet approaching this grave, because I don't think I would have noticed it from my short stature. I want to, after we emerge from the grave, like underground, I want to pull Zoraius to the side for just a second.
I somehow knew.
Yeah, after witnessing that quick interrogation. Like, I knew it was going to start, but I also knew I didn't need to be there for that. I had shit to steal. So now that I'm back, I'm kind of gazing almost wistfully at my grandmother's incredible statue, this thing that I've seen so many times. And I'm not looking at you, but I'm talking to you as I say, Aaren will grow on you. He grows on everybody. He's just a little protective. And he made a deal with me that I can choose one person to trust. So, stranger who can walk, I want to tell you why I chose you.
I would love to know that, yes. And as far as Aaren goes, he's already growing on me. Nothing wrong with a little bit of protection in a group of otherwise, tight-knit group, I should say. Protect those who you love.
I thought if I lived, and you see like there's blood dripping down her arm, like splatting and pattering at her feet from the attack from that shadow dog, and she's just kind of ignoring it. Her wrist is limp. You can see far too much muscle in there as it's been kind of ripped out. And she's in her free hand just looking at that card and back up at that statue. And she goes, I thought I might ask you to join us when you refused to abandon that really grumpy guy down there. That's a sign of a good person. That in the face of imminent darkness, you choose to fight for the light. Metaphors have to mean something, or else people wouldn't keep writing them. But then I knew I'd ask you. Because you're a stranger. No one else here knows what the Seer is capable of, myself included. And no one here is willing to take me out if it comes to it. I'm meeting you just today, and I'm warning you, I'm incredibly likable and house-trained, as my mom likes to joke. So, before you get to liking me too much, I would like to make a deal with you. If it comes down to it, stranger.
Pause. 1 second. This is horribly distracting. And I begin to unbind the wrappings on my left arm, and I begin to wrap her bloody arm.
It's fine. And she keeps
It's
talking,
okay.
like, as you're doing it. She's like, it's fine. If it comes down to it, I need you to make sure I stay good. Okay?
And during this conversation, I'm avoiding eye contact. Like I am focusing on your forearm, I'm focusing on the ground. I am not looking you in the eyes.
I'm looking straight at the statue, so I don't think I notice.
Tell you what, Seer. I will do my best to keep you on your destined track, if that is what you choose. But I'm also curious to know how much of this track is your own, and why it means so much to you. But perhaps that is a conversation for another day. For now, I'm gladly a part of this team, and I will gladly do as you ask.
As you finish wrapping up that arm, she's going to use it to hold out that hand. And she goes, I'm going to need you to shake on it, stranger.
I take the hand and shake.
Yeah. I think at that moment, you feel the last bits of that psychic link that she had established with you in Fable finally start to fade away, as probably like the last few raindrops clear. And then she realizes the grave has been robbed, and she rushes to Aaron's side.
Aaren, you have mixed feelings, but the gall of someone to do this. At the same time, Una and Fable, what's your passive perception?
It is 12 only.
So, Una, you would be the only one to notice this right away.
Yeah, 17.
You notice an animal did this. Like some big ground animal, some big surface animal. But you see like claw marks dug into the coffin's lid, dug through the dirt. You don't see any tools nearby except for a rake, but surely that wasn't used to dig this up.
I would like to just speak to Fable and say, obvious by the marks, it seems like an animal did this. Do you happen to have information on animals with large claws that could dig on land? I do not have that information stored.
I don't know what kind of animal would rob a grave, especially not a fresh one. Here, let's look a little closer. Can we look? After Una brings that up, and I'm like, why would an animal do this? I think Fable has a little thought, and I just want to see if there's any, like, tracks around here. Like, if I could tell if it was something walking on 4 legs or...
Sure, give me a survival check.
Also, on top of that, the only land animal I've seen big enough was that owlbear in the forest. So does this ring any bells in that regard?
Give me
15?
a
Just
give me an insight check, Una,
okay.
or survival, your choice.
I'm rolling insight.
Okay. And what you get, Fable?
15 for survival.
Yeah, you see muddy footprints. 4 of them. It looks like it probably came in and out of the catacombs at some point.
26.
On 4 legs.
Una, you've correctly deduced that it was definitely not the owl bear. This was slightly smaller. And you think maybe something like
Smaller.
that dog that they were fighting earlier.
Yeah.
Could it have been the animal we saw you fought earlier?
George, you said it was 4. It looked like sets of 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, wait. Did that thing have 4 legs? I know it was a weird shadow
did.
thing, but
Yeah.
okay, there's just under the shadow. Okay, cool. Then in that case, yeah, but oh my god. Did the Seer's body still have magic? Was she buried with anything? And she'll turn to point that question to like Aaren, to Sly.
Aaron's like lost in thought.
Yeah.
He's kind of out of it. I think actually he's mentally trying to speak to Luthamil. I think
Trying
that's
to
kind of
speak to
where
who?
he's. Luthamil, Loyal Edge.
Oh, got it. What are you asking?
You've watched me in battle. After everything that's happened, everything that's I've done in the past few months, but am I really worthy to wield you? What kind of protector am I? And I couldn't even act to stop a friend from being imprisoned.
You say this. I do not fully understand the nature of your quarry. According to the elves, you are worthy because you are an ally of the Seers.
I know, but I guess I'm just asking you. How do you feel about me?
I believe you are loyal. As am I.
Yeah. I've just been full of doubt lately. All right, everyone.
As you say that, like in your mind, I obviously Sly can't hear what you're saying to your Loyal Edge, but her hand lands on your shoulder, and it's small and it's very soft, and she passes by you, and then she touches just like the tips of Una's fingers, and she passes by you, and she kind of lowers her small body into this grave next to her grandmother, who she's never been in the same room with. She's never been able to see any part of her except for visions of other people, and that one time where she took Lucian away from her. And she kind of settles in next to the grave. And Sly's been so angry at this woman since it happened, but in this grave, seeing just what it looks like. Is her body in there, like undisturbed?
No, not undisturbed. It looks like it looks like you can see something like got at it and ripped it up some, mostly the rib cage, the throat. But you see something that worries you more than that because they look so old. You see the marks that your mom told you about, claw marks that went right through the eyes on either side, leaving her completely blind in her last moments.
I think Sly gently takes her fingers and runs them over the scars. And they probably feel leathery and rigid, like deep. And I think she knows that this is coming for her. And
give me an
I think
insight check.
Oof, God. No, please.
And Zoraius, you can do one as well. Different DCs for these, so I'll judge them accordingly.
I'm going to push myself here without doing that on purpose. I got an 18, but I'm going to spend a psionic die as I feel my hand coiling in purple psionic energy reaching for hers, and it's like my imagination is forcing me to see that Seer's green wanting to connect with mine, even though there's no way that's true. And I will add... How much to that? Okay, so that's 22.
22.
And I got a 12.
Zoraius, something's gnawing at you, but you can't piece it together. But Sly, you remember down in that catacomb, you remember Byron looking at you furiously and yelling, "It's coming for you, girl." At the time, you thought it was the shadow. But suddenly, you see that for what it was, as an admission. And looking at the claw marks that dug into this grave, this thing was after the Seer. Not like other spirits. You think you're playing everything back? When Zoraius threw their flail, it paid attention. When you drew cards, it paid attention. Like it was trained. That sits with you. But you also look down at your cards, and you look at the card of the Light Eater. This is card number 5. This is not what blinded her. But this was made to kill her.
I hold her hand. And I think I just say, "I'm sorry. He shouldn't have tried to wake you up like that. We're gonna get you nice and covered up now, okay? You can go back to sleep. I've got it handled. I can handle it. Don't you worry. I can do it. I promise."
Aaron's gonna slide down and help put the broken piece of the casket back on top.
Same with Una, going down and casting mending on it as they, lightly move the pieces, even little tinier chips, and their body kind of comfortably waiting for Sly's eyes to perceive them, making sure it's okay before they.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
The hand is the last thing to leave, but she will back away so that you can close it.
Listen, we can't change the past.
Una starts humming Elvish song.
We can't We can't take back what happened to Lucian. We can't turn back the clock. But we just have to take the experience and the power that we have and fight what's coming in the future together. I'm sorry, this has all been weighing on me. It's a lot of responsibility. And every step that we take, all of this gets more complicated. But we're here to do this together. All right? Yeah.
Sly kind of gives like a half-hearted smile, but she does actually make eye contact with you. You can just tell she's just feeling heavy.
He picks you up, puts you on his back, activates his gem flight so we can just fly around for a minute as we leave.
Yeah. Right before we take off, I make eye contact with Zoraius and I mouth, "You promised." And then we'll fly off.
You try to make eye contact with me, but I'm like staring down at this hole in this casket, and you can just tell that I am mentally not there. I'm just glassy-eyed.
Just making sure that everything is taken care of. You see the water from Una onto the casket, like mending the breaks and water filling the ground around them to make sure that the mud is like easily movable. They'll fill the top and do a little prayer on top as they pull out something from their chest, a little wrapped around their neck, but it's not the symbol that you've seen before. It's a knife. It's a glass knife. They kind of like pull it from their neck and they lift it up in prayer with it. This is you can, I don't know if Sly you can see where you, as you fly around or whatever, that glass knife looks eerily similar to your psionic dagger. And then I'll finish and walk over to Fable and say, that was Theo. That was Seer. I don't actually have. I feel so many. As you see that they're like ripping at something inside of like them, their chest. They don't know how to really like word it. And since you're the person there, kind of get this sense of like sadness kind of pouring out in front of you coming from Una while they're just trying to talk to you. You see little like drops of water, but these ones don't have any shine inside of them. They don't have any like glow.
Fable does not know how to deal with this. Both Una's feelings, but also I don't think she's ever been to a funeral. Like, she lost people when she was younger, but I think would it help if we said some words like goodbye again? Like, that's what you do at a funeral, right? Throw the dirt in.
We have different rites, but
Well, what do you do?
we chant with our throats, and we give thanks, and we, as you hear them say all kinds of just like different like religious like sea elf traditions.
Zoraius, what do you do for funerals where you're from?
Sorry. We would normally play some music and remember the happy times.
Oh. Well, I could do something. And I'm gonna... Ooh, what do I want to pull out? I think I'll pull out my songhorn. That seems right. I think it's more like a woodwind, right? Now I'm forgetting. I have too many weapons, instruments. Yeah. Okay, I'll pull out a little. She has a smaller, like, songhorn that she could pull out. And, I don't know. I don't think I could play, like, a happy song right now. But I'll try to play one that's not too sad. Just kind of like a peaceful little thing.
Give me a performance check.
Okay.
Could I help with that with my
Yeah.
pan flute?
Yeah. Please
You
help.
roll one as well.
We're starting a band.
I know it's not the worst. It's 13. It's not great. I'm like it's because I don't know what I don't know what,
17.
okay, I don't know what to do at a funeral. I don't know what I'm supposed to be playing. I'm just trying.
You stumble a bit, but then Zoraius, what do you join in with your flute?
Yeah, my pan flute.
You start playing and a melody forms, and you guys have this touching moment as Una uses the mud to move all of the rock and dirt back into place. And as they do, it's first like a big muddy pile, and then the water separates itself from the mud, rises to the top back to Una, leaving a perfectly dry plot of dirt in the middle of this graveyard soaked from the rain.
I believe that is what I needed. Maybe. Seems like something I couldn't do alone. So it seems like the right thing to do. Thank you both.
Yeah, of course.
Do I need to give you gold now? For
You know what else
as
might
they like
help,
shuffle
Una?
through, they're like,
No, please.
What?
How about we just head back to the Knot Guild Hall and we all have a drink in the Sage's honor?
That sounds wonderful. And I like throw my arm over Una. Come on, Soggy, let's go grab a drink.
It's
Not
not a
soggy.
guild hall.
soggy. Soggy? Is that like sucky, like bad?
No. It's a word for wet. I'll teach you. Come on, let's go.
Can't you just say wet?
No, it's not as fun.
This bickering
Ready.
goes on into the sunset.
Sunrise, right?
Well, no, technically,
wait.
this has been day.
No.
It's just
Yeah.
been overcast.
Oh, this sounds...
Aaren, what time do you think you come back to upscale defenses?
Not too long after. I mean,
We're heading straight there, right?
yeah, we should have been heading straight there.
Heading straight there.
Yeah.
You guys get there, maybe have some drinks, maybe unwind a bit. Aaren, at some point, you would go walking into your office. And as you do, you see a figure sitting there wearing a cloak, covering over their head. Like
Howdy.
they're waiting for a meeting, almost. As you get around the table, you see who it is. As they lower their hood, you see sitting there
Well. What can I do for you?
was hoping I could catch you. Guessing things went well. The undead certainly seem to be dealt with.
I don't know what you're talking about. Last I heard in the tabloids, it should be a young wizard named Byron did an amazing job. That should get him a promotion, by the way. Stopping a zombie and from overrunning. My goodness. What does that
We're
pay?
gonna roll real quick for Byron and his +0 charisma.
Do I give him advantage?
See, it's not our fault he's naturally unlikable.
It's not. I never said it was. You guys just didn't help. That's all. So
Ultimate spirit.
you see Edmund roll his eyes a little bit at that. Yes, no, he will be receiving quite the commendation, although he did fail in his objective.
What might that be?
Edmund looks at the door of your office, which is still open.
I opened the door to my office.
No, you're in the office. He's looking at it, and the
Oh.
door's still open.
I gotta close it.
Close the door. What my sources are able to tell me is that he was supposed to retrieve something. Alive. Do you have any idea what that might be?
Would you care to enlighten me?
I
I mean, he was very tight. You would be proud. He was very tight-lipped.
Yes, my father's men are often like that. I don't know the answer. I'm asking you.
I wish I could give you more insight, but not particularly. Like I said, it's a complicated web that we found ourselves in, especially with people who, uninvited, find themselves into a warded, not guild hall. Prince, if I may be very candid with you, you are treading on some mighty thin ice. I can tell. I can tell things are getting very, very complicated at the
Is
palace.
this a tiefling thing? Is that what it is? Do you
What are
assume
you talking about?
everything I do has evil motives because of my horns?
No. I just have to be very precautious because I have a little girl to look after and her quirky little best friends.
And have I ever put her or your friends in danger?
Not by your intention, but it's just the nature of our business.
It is the nature of our business, yes. But I have done everything I can to aid you, have I not?
And I will duly note that as I pass on your offer to the Seer. You're not the only one who wants things from Sly.
I'm not asking for things. I am offering. I am seeking allies. And I can be one in return. And
Allies
trust
for
me,
what?
you're going to need allies.
Allies for what?
Whatever this was my father was after, it was enough to try to forbid you from going in there. It was enough to send his best men, 7 of which he lost, in there by themselves. It was enough that he couldn't tell me, honestly, why. Does that not concern you?
Yeah, a lot of things concern me. A lot of things do concern me. How do you feel about Byron? Would he be more loyal to you or your father?
I can't tell. He's very strict when it comes to rules and law, and his orders are to obey my father's command. I haven't risked questioning that yet.
Well, I think I've heard all about I need to hear. So I think we should present this to the Seer.
Seems like you'll have a lot to present her with. And with this, he lifts up, you see next to him there was like a package, and he lifts this large package up and places it on the table. After some time serving us, we stopped paying Lucian because he didn't use the money. He didn't eat. He didn't particularly sleep. He didn't buy anything for his own fancy. So eventually he just stopped collecting his pay. But after he was gone, he made sure to leave us a list of things he felt you would all need.
Understood.
There's a few letters in there. I hope they provide some comfort.
Before you go, if you can, try to put in the good word and make Byron that liaison that your father wants to have to keep tabs on us. Last thing I'll say is that it looks like there might be another player after the Seer.
What do you mean by that?
That I'm going to have to do more research on. And if I find out something else extra, I will let you know. Is that amicable? Until I talk more with the Seer.
Are you sure, Byron?
You know I got my charms. And what's the saying? Devil, you know?
I hated that saying.
Oh, my bad. Dragon, you know. There we go.
I'll reach out to Byron.
Much obliged. Well, I'm sure you can find your way out the same way you broke in. And he will open the door to his office and leave with the large package and close the door.
You close the door, and as the door closes, you don't see the prince sitting there anymore. And with that, we will end our session. We will be back next week for our wonderful continuation of this wonderful story. The party will once again be up to ask what they want to investigate next. You guys have a lot of potential leads. Please think about it and let me know this week so I can be prepared about what stuff you want to dive into. And we also have some letters from a former player that we'll be sharing starting next week. So definitely be here for that. And if you want to see my players cry, yeah, it's probably a good time to tune in. If you want to see people fight for their life
Every week.
and maybe die,
Cry.
tune in on Sunday
Sunday.
for our Fandelvers, defenders of Fandelvers, because the Fandelver party, they almost died on Sunday, this past Sunday, to 4 goblins. It was almost a TPK. There were some touch and go moments where I think 3, maybe 4 people went down, or there was people down 4 separate times. And yeah, now they're heading into a den filled with bad guys. Just after that, they haven't even had a long rest. So they're level 1, very squishy. Tune in on Sunday if you want to see that. And of course, we will be back here next Wednesday. That's Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. GMT, or next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful night. Goodbye.
Bye.
Good night.
Hashtag
Good night,
Dragon Daddy.
sweet
Good
prince.
night, everybody.
Sweet
Good night,
dreams.
sweet prince.
Good night. Sweet
She's looking at
Oh, I
me.
can't believe we saw the Seer.
Red in your eyes.
Fear is how it starts. Unsure what you'll find. It could tear you apart. You take a leap of chance. You break your mother's oath now. Macabre is the dance. And set free are the ghosts. Will a card save us here? Will it spell out our dooms? Only one thing is clear. We face fears and fortunes. Fears and fortunes, the cards don't ever lie. There's only 14 ghosts, but a million ways to die.